Yo, shout out to everybody in the TikTok if you guys are watching. We're gonna get into some indie comics today. Today's the indie comic day.
We're shining light on indies.
Yep, dude. Cause
Shining light on
listen,
indies.
as good as DC and Marvel are, it's really the indies that are kind of doing it right now. So,
Yep, I agree.
alrighty. So I think the YouTube stream is going.
Okay.
Everything is looking good. So thank you guys for joining yet another top 10 list. Me and Kai Bucks bringing you another one. Kai, how you been, buddy?
Been good, man. Been good. Had a good New Year's Eve.
That's right.
So pretty good. Pretty good.
That's right, dude. We're coming at you guys on New Year's Day. So shout out to Kai again for me borrowing all his time this month, dude, to bring you guys these top 10 lists. We love doing it for you. And today we've got a big one. These are the top 10 indie comic book series of the year. And
hmm
right off the bat, I want to clear something up because if we have a lot of Image comics on the list,
Right.
don't be getting upset, guys. All right. Um, I don't know if you've seen this, Kai, but sometimes when you say Image Comics is indie,
yeah.
people like lose their mind. It's like, God, what is wrong with you guys, man?
Yeah. They don't see him as indie. I get it. I understand Image is bigger than they've ever been,
Right?
but like it's still an independent company. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Like it's still like the writers and artists like own that story. Like they're not going to be making a power fantasy shirt without Casper Wingard and Kieran Gillen saying so. You know what I mean? Like they
Exactly.
own it. It's not like.
Ex-
But anyway, so wanted to clear that up, guys. So don't be getting upset if we don't mention, like, if it's not just all Mad Cave stuff. All right, guys. Like, Image
Yeah.
Comics will be on the list, almost a guarantee. So
Yeah,
it's
definitely. I
like
mean,
that.
it had the best year. So I don't know what to
Image
tell.
Comics is crazy. They're
Image
crazy
had the
this year.
best year. Yeah, man.
So with that being said, Kai, did we want to do, because we've been doing these top 10 lists kind of the same way, right? So did you want to do 10 through 6 shout outs and then get into our 5 through 1?
Yeah, yeah. I
Cool.
do it the same way.
All right.
Stick with
Cool,
the
man. And
reliable.
I don't know if kind of the same criteria that we've used for the other top 10 lists. So if a series was kind of sort of in 2024, but most of it was in 2025, that will be in consideration. Trying to
hmm
stray away from things that had maybe like 5 issues or so in 2024. It's, that's like a full arc, you know what I mean? So it's kind
It's
of
a
on the
full
edge.
art. Yeah. hmm
So really trying to focus on mostly stuff that debuted in 2025 and then maybe possibly ended in 2025. Shout out to Cactus Jack. Uh, he already says right off the bat, fine, I'll be picking up Bug Wars, Kai. That Spider Witch one shot looks crazy. Kai didn't even recommend Bug Wars yet, but on the thumbnail, of course, I used a screenshot of Kai holding up Bug Wars. So that might be on
Yeah.
Kai's list. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but
I ain't gonna say too much. We'll get there.
yeah,
We'll get there.
exactly, exactly. Um, yeah, dude. So with that being said, thank you everybody to in the TikTok chat. Thank you guys for joining us, and then in the YouTube as well. Let us know what you guys are loving as far as indie comic book series this year, and we'll be sure to read some comments as we go. But Kai, I'll just throw it off to you, man. The Tastemaker top 10 indie series.
So top 10. So at number 10, we're gonna go with the Oni Press book here, one that I really, really loved. We're going with out of Alcatraz. We're going with Out of Alcatraz. I think this was a great series, really strong. I remember being hooked on just the first issue alone. The first issue had me hooked. I believe I gave it a really strong rating. But the series as a whole is incredible. The ending, I would say, maybe does a little bit of heavy lifting, just a little bit. But the way it ended was fantastic. I think that is what makes or break a series is how it ends. But even throughout, the series was incredible, man. I think out of all the issues, like issue 3 was a very memorable one for me. It was incredible. So yeah, out of Alcatraz, you got to tap in. It's about these individuals who escape out of Alcatraz Penitentiary, and they're trying to pretty much live a normal life, try to get different identities. They're working under this woman who has like her own, like I guess, like vendetta or her own plans of her own. But it's really good, man. I loved it. The character work here is great. And yeah, it's just a great series, man. You should be picking it up. I'm pretty sure it's in trade now, so definitely pick up this book if you haven't.
It's at least in hardcovers, and yeah, it's like a really beautiful kind of collection. You got that Tyler Crook artwork, that really beautiful painted style. I mean, that's a great way
Mm,
to start off our list here, especially
for
from
sure.
Oni Press. I don't know if a lot of people are reading some Oni stuff, so they had a really really spectacular year. So yeah,
They
man,
had a great year. Yeah,
yeah, dude.
great year.
That's a great way to start off. In the chat, we got Chewy Queso talking about the Bug Wars trade paperback, and he's been passing on it for weeks with no knowledge besides it's Jason Aaron. Might get into it, but listen, Bug Wars is definitely a great trade that you might want to stop passing up on. You might want to pick that up. We'll
Yeah,
say,
you might want to pick that up, man. Yeah, yeah,
especially
for
with Bug
sure.
Wars the Volume 2 coming out this year, or well, I guess it is this year now. Now it is 2026. So yeah.
Yeah, true.
Um. All right. So number 10 for me, starting off the list. This is one that I just can't stop thinking about. All right, so we got Chris Condon, who also had a really great year. We're talking news from the Fallout.
Okay.
Maybe, not on a lot of people's radars, but I just really fell in love with. First off, I mean the artwork for Jeffrey Allen Lowe. I mean, just some of the craziest looking art of the year, like such a cool, unique
Mm,
style. But this, like, sort of zombie story, this guy on the run, but it really just had this I don't know, like Fallout kind of vibe, like in the Nevada sort of desert. Um, and yeah, dude, I think that Chris Condon just killed it in this 1 through 6 little short little story with really really excellent artwork. Like the artwork looks just like the cover. So if you guys like that monotone, like black and white, gray sort of art style, it's pretty unique nowadays. So I would recommend News from the Fallout if you're into Twilight Zone as a show. I was actually watching it because like on New Year's they always do a Twilight Zone marathon on Sci-Fi. So I mean, it just reminds me of that so much. So yeah, News from the Fallout definitely got to start off my list. Um, yeah, I was like looking at my list and this wasn't on it. I'm like, I think looking back at this year, like this is gonna be one that I'll remember for sure. So News from the Fallout, man, that'll start off my list. Definitely check it out, especially if you're into Chris Condon. He had a really really great year. So yeah,
you have a great year. It's a great number 10. It's a great number 10. For my number 9, we're going with Image.
nice, nice.
um, it's ironic. But yeah, for Image, we're going with the seasons, man. We're going with the seasons with Rick Remender. I think this has to be on here because this is a series that just progressively gets better and better. First arc for me though was still really good. I still think first arc they did a really good job of setting things up, building this world, building these characters. But that second arc hits even harder. I think they go in a more emotional route. We also tackle some really mature things when it comes to the seasons, man. As the clown is using uh when it comes to like spraying or just the sisters in general, they're really using their desires against them, and I think that's just really incredible. And then of course, Paul Azaceta on the art is insane. It's probably one of the best interiors of the year, man. I'm not joking. Like it's really incredible work by Paul Azaceta. But Rick Remender does an amazing job of fleshing out these characters, this world, and it's so vibrant, colorful. It's beautiful to look at. So yeah, man, you got to check out the seasons whenever you can. It is a really incredible book, man. Really incredible.
That's one that yeah, I'm waiting to check it out in singles or like binge read it because I really liked issues number like 1 through 3. Yeah, Rick Remender is just like that for me. I never know how to collect his series because he's always messing around with different formats and all that stuff. But yeah, man, if you're picking up Rick Remender single issues, I mean he had a great year as well. So we'll see if we'll see if Rick Remender lands on Kai's favorite writers of the year list. We'll have to see, guys. So stay
We'll have
tuned
to
for
see.
that.
Yeah,
We'll be
we'll have
talking
to
about that
see.
after our indie comic discussion.
Absolutely.
Derek Seaborn in the chat saying, "Hey fellas, hey Derek, thanks for trickling in, dude."
What's up, Derek?
Um, Paul Dev. Oh, this is a good question. So Paul Dev asked if anyone's heard about like the ultimate endgame blind bags. Some of them are getting damaged. I guess I don't know. I
I
haven't
haven't even
seen
opened
what the
mine yet.
damage is. Okay, so you
Yeah,
haven't even seen yours to see.
I
Okay,
haven't opened mine yet. Yeah.
gotcha. Yeah, Paul, I was asking my shop about it. They hadn't heard anything, so I guess in the next few days we should know how widespread the issue is. So yeah, we'll be staying in tune with that. Um, yeah, dude. So Kai with the seasons for his number 9. Let's go. Number 9 for me. Okay, so not an Image comic. That might be kind of rare in this video. Let's talk about Into the Unbeing. Now we got some Hayden
Okay.
Sherman artwork. Had to give a nod to Hayden Sherman. Just had a really killer year, especially. But this was from writer Zach Thompson. This was the second trade or the second volume of this series, all about these sort of like mountain climber, like ecologists. They start climbing into this cave. The
Mm,
cave is not a cave. It is a giant undead like celestial god. And they start, getting all up in its veins and they're slipping and sliding all around its body. So Into the Unbeing, it just had a great second volume. Zach Thompson, a really impressive writer. Maybe his 2024 was a little bit more impressive than 2025, but he still killed it this year. And then Hayden Sherman on the art, just some of the best interiors in the game. The page layout's just so wacky and like H.P. Lovecraft sort of like interiors, like really kind of horrifying sci-fi stuff. So definitely want to give a shout out to Into the Unbeing as a sci-fi series of the year. This one just killed it. Out of Dark Horse, and then yeah, Hayden Sherman and Zach Thompson just killing it on this series. So definitely check this one out. It's a you know, uh, it's a eight issue complete series, broken up into 2 trades. So definitely recommend that one. So yeah, Into the
I'm
Unbeing.
being. It's a great pick. I haven't read that one, but hopefully I grab it in trade. Hopefully.
You'd be all over that, dude. That's like right up your alley. So
I'll have to check that out. All right. Number 8. This might be surprisingly low for people.
oh, here we
Um,
go.
yeah, it might be. I think people are not gonna like how low I got this. But at number 8, we're going with Exquisite Corpses. Going with
Okay,
Exquisite
all
Corpses.
right.
No, so I do love this series. I do. But looking at my list, I'm just like, I just think the ones I have ahead of it are better. But I do love this series. It's in my top 10 for a reason. And what's a top 10 without James Tynion in it? I mean, he's the
It's
man.
true.
So,
Indie,
yeah,
like he's
Exquisite.
all over indies. Like, yep.
He's all over it, man. But yeah, this is it's still incredible, man. It's still a great read. I think this is another series that I think eventually gets better and better as the issues go along. The action is there. The stakes is definitely there. They're not afraid to kill characters off. Um, and James Tynion just knows how to write a great story, man. I'm really intrigued with this premise. It's a really strong premise, and I think he's executing it really well. And I also love the art on this as well. Michael Walsh, I believe, is mainly the artist on it. And then like there's others that I think like color around him. But other than that, great series, man. Definitely right up my alley. I'm a big action guy, and yeah, this is definitely for me. So this is at my number 8.
Nice. That's a great pick. We got people saying Happy New Year's in the chat, of course. Thanks for watching, especially you guys watching this on New Year's. Really appreciate it.
Yeah,
We got some people saying hi, Kai. Shout out to
what's
Kai,
up?
dude. Shout out to Kai.
How y'all doing?
People saying that they're willing to bet the house that Rick is in Kai's top 5. Yeah, that's a pretty, it might be a pretty safe bet. Who knows? Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? Who
There's a lot
knows?
of great writers this year, so maybe actually, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a lot of great writers this year, man.
I've not checked out Roots of Madness from Dark Horse, but Dark Horse puts out some good stuff, so it doesn't surprise me. Roots of Madness, I'll have to check that out.
Dark Horse
Um,
definitely puts out great stuff. Yeah.
yeah, and then someone's asking me if Into the Unbeing is Eldritch horror. What I know about, I don't know like too much about Eldritch horror, but it seems like that. If that's kind of the like otherworldly, like you can barely even explain it kind of horror, I think that's definitely matches up with Into the Unbeing. So yeah, great, dude. So that was your number. So my number 8 now. Let's see. Dang, this is kind of the same thing, dude. Maybe a little bit surprising to be this low. We're going Bug Wars for me at number 8.
Mhm.
Glad to give some love here on the indie list. Maybe you guys could argue in the chat. You guys could argue in the audience if I snub this on the other top 10 lists that Kai and I have been doing. But definitely got to give it the nod for indie series. Just like such a fun world. We talk about it all the time. Just the world that Jason Aaron and Mom and Azra have built here. So in depth. There's layers to it. Like we could be messing around in Bug Wars for volumes and volumes, dude. Like for real. Like there's some real depth to this world. And what a badass protagonist. I mean, just this kid really coming to his own by the end of that first volume, and he's got the powers and kind of like that ant bully sort of flavor to it, like that a Bug's Life sort of vibe. Like it's just such a cool world they built here. So gotta give it to Bug Wars. Love that it's like because this very well could have been like a young adult kind of vibe. No, this is graphic, dude. This Slade
Yeah,
character is punching through people's faces and stuff like that. Like he's messing up some of these bugs, man. So yeah, got to give the nod to Bug Wars. You, you can't look back at 2025 and not mention Bug Wars. Like when this slammed onto the scene, I know Kai and I were real hot on it. So yeah, Bug Wars, got to give him some love, man.
that's great, man. That's great. Uh, we'll talk about Bug Wars a little later, though.
Right.
We'll get there. We'll get there. But at number seven, a book that I actually had to double check to make sure that this was like fitting that 2025 list for me. And it did. So at number seven, we're gonna go with G.I. Joe by
Nice,
Joshua
dude.
Williamson. We're gonna go with
Yes.
it. So when I looked, it only had two issues in 2024. So I was like, okay, then yeah, this definitely gets a pass for that. 16 issues in this series, and it has been incredible. I think where we're at currently, though, I think the Dreadnought War arc is the best arc of G.I. Joe, at least for me. It's probably the most fun, even from a writing standpoint. It's still really concise and really focused. I think that's what I like about it. And yeah, Dreadnought War it's so much fun. It's so incredible. The art is amazing by Tom Riley, Joshua Williamson killing it on writing as well. But yeah, I think GI Joe definitely has to be one of the best indie series this year, especially since Dreadnought War is in conclusion. Like yeah, this is incredible, man. Great stuff. High octane stuff. Very fast paced. Very much in your face, but a really interesting premise that surrounds GI Joe. Seeing this team be flawed at first was what I really loved. How like they had to learn to become a team, trust one another, and then Joe itself, well Duke actually, Duke itself being the leader, he's a great leader. I love what he does as well. And him and Cobra Commander right now being an unexpected pairing is really interesting. I think that's why I love issue 16 so much because when they were like pretty much apprehended, they like got to talk to each other, get into each other's heads and their ideologies, all that. It's really great stuff here. So yeah, I got to give it to G.I. Joe. I'll give it to G.I. Joe.
I love that pick. I did want to shout out Paul Dev in the chat saying Kai always flexing his signed books. Lol, that is really funny, dude. That is really funny. That is hilarious to me, dude. That's like, guys, just like just like whatever, just kind of showing off the cover,
Yeah, that's all. It's just the cover, man.
What's guys supposed to do? It's
Don't look at the signing. Just
that.
appreciate the book that I'm showing
That's what
you.
Yeah, dude.
Okay?
Exactly. Like, what is he supposed to do? He's talking about the book. He's not supposed to show off the cover. It's right on the cover. It's like
It's on the cover. I'm
it's
sorry,
just
guys. I'm
happenstance.
sorry.
Whatever, man.
Yeah,
Um, Derek Seaborn saying GI Joe's a great pick. Might be talking about
I
GI Joe
agree.
a little bit later, guys. We might be doing it. Um,
Okay.
oh, dude, shout out to the super chat from Southside Ronin, dude. Happy New Year, fam. Hope we all continue to do great things and great things come our way. Love from Chicago, of course, dude. Shout out to Southside Ronin. I'd say don't
Shout
give me
out them.
money, but always appreciate it if you do. But you don't have to. I mean, you really don't.
you're
But yeah, appreciate it.
you're not obligated, but if you do, that's also nice as well. That's
Listen,
nice.
Southside.
That's kind. Kind
Hopefully,
gesture, I will say.
hopefully I'll be in Chicago, man. Hopefully I'll be in Chicago for C2E2. So yeah, dude. Um,
If you do, let me know. I can make something happen if you're going.
Kai,
If you're actually
C2E2
going,
is a fun con too.
I haven't been, and it's
Gotcha.
funny because so me and my boys in our Discord chat, so it's like me, Stu, Speed, Sultan, all of us, and he was. I think Speed was talking about C2E2, and I was like, you know what, man, I'm thinking about doing C2E2. I'm
They
really
say
am.
it's
I'm
the
really thinking.
number three biggest Comic Con. Like it goes San Diego, New York, and then C2E2
All
right
right,
there.
and
So
then yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We might have to. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to make it work, man. I'm gonna have
Listen,
to make it
man,
work.
South Rona, we might be coming into your stomping grounds, dude. We might be going to Chi-Town.
That might
Um,
be.
yeah, dude. Listen, GI Joe number 7. Might be talking about GI Joe. I loving that one. But
Uh,
number 7 for me, Kai already talked about it. let's talk Out of Alcatraz.
So
Cause
higher.
yeah, as
Interesting.
we're cause this one came, it ended a little while ago. So now that we're like kind of
Yeah,
farther away from its ending, like yeah, dude, that was like one of the most powerful endings of the year. Totally
for
didn't
real.
go the way I
So good.
expected it. But yeah, just like a beautiful like message on like love and like I don't even know, dude. This is one that I should reread because it has been a little bit since reading the whole series, but it's
I
been a
should get
series
the
that's
trade.
yeah, dude, for sure. It's one
I should get the trade. Yeah.
that's gonna be like a beautiful collected edition, and yeah, it's just been one that ever since I finished it, it just stuck with me all year. So yeah, had to give it the shout. One of the best endings of the year. I think Kai said that when he was speaking on it. So yeah,
Yep.
dude. And Christopher Cantwell, we were speaking on him in one of our other top 10 lists. Like one of the writers that you just got to pay attention to everything he's doing. He might not have like the volume of some of these other writers, but everything he does is got that heart. You know what I mean? So um,
Yeah.
yeah, dude. Out of Alcatraz, my number 7.
It's a great number seven, man. Great number seven. Like you said, that ending, definitely one of the best endings of the year. It's not up for contest, bro.
Like
Like
that's
I
is beautiful. Like
yeah,
actually beautiful.
it was literally flawless. There was no critique that I had after reading that book, man. It
Yeah.
was yeah, incredible stuff. All right, at number six. At number six, outside my top five, we're going with Tate Bromble's Everything Dead and Dying. Pretty sure this is going to be higher for you on this list, and I can completely understand it. The only thing, like I said, that hurts it is only the fact that it's only 4 issues out. Even if these
Yeah.
4 issues are very, very incredible, because if I'm being honest, man, if this had like the first arc done for this year, this probably would be like top three, maybe. Like
Yeah.
it's that good. It really is that good. So yeah, everything dead and dying. Got to be tapping into this. Issue 4 recently came out, and that's one of the best issues I read this month.
Yeah.
Look out for that list. We will be getting y'all that list soon. The only reason why we haven't is because my shop did not get any of my image books, so I haven't read Escape. I heard how amazing it
Escape,
is.
it's
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. We'll get to that too.
Yeah,
We'll get
it's
to that too.
yeah.
We'll get to that too. But yeah, everything dead and dying for sure. Issue 4 is definitely, I think, the best for me. I think I loved issue 4. It may not be as emotional as the other issues, but the stuff that goes down in that issue for issue 4, it was just crazy. Like, oh my gosh, there was heads, heads like everybody was getting shot up. Like she was shooting up the zombies and all that in issue 4. Issue 4 was just crazy, man. I loved issue 4. So yeah, everything dead and dying. You should be picking this up. And you also should be paying attention to Tate Bromble because he's going to be a really big name for sure. I'm excited to see what his 2026 is going to shape up to be. But his 2025 was great, like a great 2025 for him. So yeah, that's my number six.
Yeah, it's a great pick. You might be right in saying it's a little higher for me, but listen, I mean, like you said, with only 4 issues out and it being so high on everybody's end of the list, pretty end of the year list, pretty much. Um, Great issue 4, like you were saying. I love how it would be like a quick flashback of like that guy's his memories of that person really quick, and then they get
Mm,
shot in the head, like bam, you know what I mean? Like those sequences were really something. So yeah, issue
yeah,
4, um, only 4 issues out. It's still one of the series of the year. Tate Bromble, he's set up to have a really good year too. He's signed on to do the new Titans relaunch.
mm,
So getting him on a like a team book out of DC, so that could be pretty cool. He's been killing it
could
on the
be.
Batgirls title.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, dude. So that's a great pick there. South, Derek Seaborn said we got him on City Beneath Her Feet. Really enjoying it so far. Have to see if that'll make an appearance on the show here.
City Beneath Her Feet is incredible. That is an amazing run so far.
Yep. These lives are great. Y'all have a great duo. Some call us the dynamic duo. I don't say it, you know what I mean, but some people say it. I'll just put that out there. I'll just put it out there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Listen, number 6 for me. Kai mentioned it. It was at his number 7, so not too far off. We're talking
Mm.
GI Joe, guys.
G.I. Joe. Mm.
I've long said, and Kai's right. There was only, it feels like this shouldn't be considered, but there's only been like 2 issues in 2024.
Yeah,
You have the other minis before it, but the main GI Joe title, it's been one of my favorites of the year for sure. I've
yeah.
long said that this is like my favorite Energon Universe title, which I know might sound crazy. I know people are all about the Transformers, but um, just this GI Joe stuff is just doing like we talk about like the spy and espionage and how like that stuff is kind of missing. Like this is giving
Yeah,
me the flavors of that I'm looking for. And yeah, just the dynamic between Duke and Cobra Commander and this arc in particular is really good. Um, so if only 2 issues of 2024, the rest of 2025, you have like that great it's all been great. Like even the little side issues here and there before you get to Dreadnought War, but then like you said, once you hit Dreadnought War, it just starts to rip, and it's some of the most fun in comics right now.
yeah,
So yeah,
absolutely.
had to give it shout out to GI Joe. Let me know, guys. Am I crazy for thinking this is the best Energon Universe title? I don't know, dude. Sometimes I'm like, dang, do I need to get my head examined for that? But I'm just loving it. It's tough.
It is pretty tough, and yeah, it's an amazing title. I mean, if we're talking currently, I definitely have it like number two for Energon because I think it's better than
Yeah,
Void Rivals. Void Rivals has been taking a dip for me. So yeah, GI Joe's is my number two. So if you say it's number one, I don't think it's crazy, especially currently where it's at. It's not that crazy actually,
yeah.
not that crazy. But top five, top five, number five, we're going with Hyde Street, another series that only had, I believe, also 2 issues, actually 2 issues that came out in 2024. High Street had to be on here for me. This is a book that I think that defines me. I'm a horror guy,
Mm.
so I'm big into horror. Horror is my thing. This is definitely just my jam. This is incredible. Issue four, this specific issue right here, is the best of High Street still, and one of the best issues I've read this year. It's just incredible, man. You're on this street called High Street, and the people who do bad things, and they have to collect, I believe it's like 10,000 souls in order for you to leave Hyde Street. It's an interesting premise. It is incredibly like gory, brutal, but has very underrated storytelling. I think the storytelling is might be the best aspect about it. I mean, between that and the chaos that goes around on High Street, but like the writing is incredible. I believe this is Jeff Johns, so that doesn't surprise me. Jeff Johns is the man. But yeah, very well written, man, and got me invested into characters I didn't even think to be invested in. Especially this character right here. His story and his story is brutal. That's why I love this issue so much. But yeah, man, I think I'm gonna give it to High Street at number five. It's an incredible Ghost Machine series, and it's the third best Ghost Machine title, in my personal opinion.
Dang, dude. Okay, so third, that probably means like Rook and Geiger,
Rook and
some.
Geiger are top two.
Gotcha,
Yeah, yeah, for
gotcha.
sure. Yeah,
Nice, dude. I know you were talking, yeah, so highly about Hyde Street. No surprise that it's on your list. I know you were loving it. And yeah, very much I would associate with a horror guy. So yeah, Hyde Street, no surprise. I know people that are reading Hyde Street are all about it. Um,
yeah,
for me, with the Ghost Machine stuff, it's like sometimes it's free through my library, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it'll be like 4 issues behind. Sometimes it'll be like right on time with it. But um,
right.
yeah, so I'm glad that you're giving some Ghost Machine titles some love for sure. Comic Club. Oh, shout out Comic Club. He says I
Yeah,
think you know Comic Club.
yeah, we
Happy
do.
New
Yeah,
Year.
yeah, my
Love
good man.
seeing these lists, dude. So yeah, shout out. Love doing these lists with Kai.
Shout out Comic Club, man. Shout out Comic Club.
Yeah, dude. Shout out. That's good people there.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
I love talking. I love doing these lists because it just allows me and Kai to talk about a lot of things just like really quickly and just give you guys like you know a long list of great comic book recommendations. Hopefully, you get hook you guys up. Um,
Absolutely.
imagine being like this and talking about comics. I don't know.
I don't know.
Is that a hate comment or not? I don't even know.
I don't
Um,
know. Can I see the list of straight up trash books? Nah, you'll never
yeah,
see it. Rage quit. You'll never see it.
it's funny. It's like it's. I'm not reading a lot of stuff that I hate. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't be
Yeah,
reading
facts.
it if I hated it, right? So, yeah, it's rare to find a book that I just absolutely kind of hate. Um,
Right. Yeah.
oh, bro. So okay, so you did your number five. You want me to do my five, and then we do like shout outs and stuff after
Oh
that?
shoot! I just peeped. Yeah, we'll
No
do
worries,
it.
bro. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I just peeped it. Yeah, that's crazy.
Nah, dude.
You can do your five
We
though.
make the rules up as we go here, man. So no worries.
Yeah.
Um, all right. So number five for me, before we get into our runner-up shout outs of the year, Kai mentioned it at his number eight. We're going Exquisite Corpses, one
Mm,
of the series of the year. This was like a phenomenon when it hit. Everybody doing brackets. I think everybody and their mom had a choice of who was going to win the tournament. The
right.
scenario is just off the rails insanity. It's totally a James Tynion the fourth series, like down to a T. Excellent artwork from Michael Walsh, like you were saying. The fact that it has like this, I don't know, sort of like a jam band sort of feel. Like they get their friends to come on and write a couple pages or whatever and do some art panels and stuff like that. It just feels like a very collaborative effort out of Tiny Onion. And yeah, I think we mentioned it, like the fact that they're trying to do, I think this is in the works for like a show or something like that. They're trying to do a
Yeah,
make into a card game, and I could see easily a second volume of this, like focusing on a different time period and stuff like that. Just the lore of it is very Department of Truth like, and it has the feeling of something is killing the children with all the slasher stuff. So if you're into any of what I just said, this is the series for you. You're probably already reading it if you're a fan of any of that stuff. It is
yeah,
one of the series of the year. You can't deny it. Yeah, even if it's not necessarily my favorite, I mean, it's here on my number five. It is. You have to mention it when you talk 2025 comics. So, yeah, dude,
absolutely.
Exquisite Corpses. You gotta give it a shout out or
Yeah.
have it on your list for sure.
And shout out to James Tynion, man. There's a lot of his books that are being adapted to not only live action, but like animated as well.
Yeah,
Something That's Killing the Children is not only getting a live action adaptation, but it's also getting an animated adaptation. Recently, we just got word that World Tree is going to be animated,
which
which
Jesus
is
Christ, dude. Yeah,
yeah, which is crazy. I'm pretty sure he has like three projects that are like being adaptations. So it's crazy, man. James Tynion is having a year for himself
yeah,
for sure. So yeah, shout out the goat, man, because
like
he's my goat. He's my
yeah,
goat.
no,
So
like just like
yeah,
beyond comedy, like he's just making money like he's doing it like no other writer. Like no one else has motion, I guess, like James, dude. He's
yeah,
out there. Like,
he's the man. He's the
yeah.
man. He's the guy. So all right, now we can go into honorable mentions, which I wish I had on me, but I hate going through my boxes and looking for looking for
Dude,
stuff. I
that's
just
why I
hate
got the
it.
filing cabinet, bro. It makes it I whip it open, I'm just like bam, and I could put the as soon as we're done talking about it, I just
Oh
slip the
man,
issue one
slip
back
it
in, you
right
know what I
back.
mean? So
Yeah,
yeah.
I maybe I gotta invest in one, but yeah, I hate going through my boxes. So, off the top of my head, Jump Scare is an honorable mention for me. This was by Dark Horse. This was a four-issue mini by Cullen Bunn, where you follow the main character who has the ability to manifest any weapon from any scary movie. It is dope. It is action-packed. It's also a bit heartfelt, but it is just so much fun. It is so much fun, and that's why I think that's one of the most fun books I read this year, man. It was such a great premise, and the writing was really stellar by Cullen Bunn, man, in that team. So Jump Scare has to be on there for me. Another one that I would nominate is Beneath the Trees, Rite of Spring, a book that I was definitely like going back and forth on whether it was going to make my list or not. And it was very, very short. I think if I had to place it probably was like number 11 or maybe 12 of the year because it has a strong four issues, man. It really does. First issue, I believe, was 5 stars off the bat for me. But I do think the rest of the issues after that are like four and a halves out of fives. Still incredible stuff, still pretty amazing. But yeah, it just didn't scratch my top 10, but that's why I had to mention it because Rite of Spring it's also a great start, man. I think there's no denying that. And if I had to give one more, should I go something underrated? What was like underrated this year? There was a series actually called Benjamin from Oni Press that I
I
think
remember
was
you talking
underrated for
about it. It's like
sure.
sci-fi, right?
Yeah, it was sci-fi, and I'm big on sci-fi. So yeah, I'm gonna give a shout out to Benjamin as well. It was a three-issue series. I forgot who wrote that one, but really interesting stuff. The art was really stellar. Um, and yeah, I had a blast with that one, man. So shout out Benjamin. The last shout out I'm gonna give out to is White House Robot Romance because those
Nice.
first two issues are incredible. I think that's definitely worth mentioning, and I think that's what hurt the series really for me to put it on top 10. It's only two issues,
Right.
but like those two issues are 5 stars, so don't get it twisted. I think they're masterpieces of issues for sure. So yeah, I got to give a shout out to Distillery for White House Robot because Chip Zdarsky and Tamara Bolivian, I think her name is the artist for it. They're doing incredible things with that series, and I can't wait to see how it concludes. It concludes January 8th, so next week. So when
Right.
that comes out, I can't wait to read it, man. Can't wait to read it.
Yeah, dude, great list of shout outs there. I'll just piggyback with my shout outs off of the White House Robot Romance shout out you gave. I mean, I
Yeah,
just think that Distillery had an excellent year. I do think that this is probably the best out of the bunch. The one that definitely surprised me the most. But yeah, I mean, we're talking like Endeavor was excellent as well.
yeah.
And then obviously you got City Beneath Their Feet.
See beneath her
Almost
feet, of
cheating
course.
picking this one. Like it's like so good that the re-release of this year, like it. I'm glad that the series is getting continued and hopefully finished out. But like
Yeah,
you're saying, it's tough to say like any of these series are series of the year because they're not like finished and we don't have like a ton to work with. Um,
yeah,
so I guess they could like end and kind of fall on their face. But I was saying, and I know you were saying the same thing. The Distillery's back, man. I mean, with these releases, it's like, you know, for a little bit there, I wasn't loving everything they were putting out. Like that first wave they had, I was loving everything. And
yeah.
this is like right back to where that is. Like definitely got to pick up some Distillery stuff. So yeah, got to give some shout outs to Distillery for the year.
Absolutely.
These four kind of we'll get through them quickly, but there's just stuff that probably doesn't count for this year. But I did want to give like a little bit of a nod because
Uh,
you'd be remiss of talking 2025 comics and not mentioning stuff like Rook Exodus. Um,
mhm.
I, I for some reason I don't think I finished the last volume, but before this volume started up after the hiatus, I caught back up and I just sped read through them and fell in love with Rook all over again. So yeah, Rook definitely got to give a
Yeah,
shout out for the year.
incredible
Um,
book, man.
Want to give a shout out to TMNT. I guess I wish
Hmm.
I was like hotter on it than I
Yeah,
am, but I do think that like looking back on it, like where we ended to where we started, I love that journey. Like that 12 issue journey, I think is really good stuff. Seeing the brothers all broken up and them coming together, that in itself is like a perfectly well told story. It does think that Jason Aaron didn't, get to continue with um, Juan Ferreira, but even
yeah,
the start of issue 13, I think they're off to another good start. So I did want to
yeah.
give a nod to TMNT. I think they're in safe hands, and that's one to keep your eyes on going to the next year for sure. And
Absolutely,
then kind of the similar thing with Power Fantasy and Geiger, just two ongoings that have just been killing it ever since they were starting.
absolutely.
Kai and I have been talking about Power Fantasy every month it comes out. It makes our top tens pretty much. And
Every
then
month.
Geiger, yeah, for a little bit there, I wasn't pulling Geiger because I was getting it free at my library. Kai was saying nothing but good things, so I ended up re-pulling the series, and we've been on the Geiger train ever since, and I've just been loving it. So, got to give a shout out to Geiger. Kai mentioned it,
Got
Jeff
to.
Johns as well. I mean, did he? He also wrote, yeah, he also wrote Rook Exodus, and you mentioned Hyde Street, so Jeff Johns is on
Yeah,
something else too, dude.
yeah. That Ghost Machine universe, man. It's one of the most exciting things about comics right now, man. Like
Yeah,
it has to be. It's so
so much
good too.
different stuff too. It's if you're into family sci-fi, you read Rockefellers. If you're into horror, you read Hyde Street. You know what I mean? Like there's something for
That
everybody.
Rockefellers is it's amazing right now. Like
Yeah,
that book got
I got to
so
catch up,
much
dude.
better for me. Like I think, well, the first arc for me was great, but then like in the middle, you can tell things were like definitely like fluctuating. You were like up and
Right.
down. It was kind of like a roller coaster. But like these last like maybe three, four, yeah, probably like 3, 4 issues. It has been nonstop, bro. It's been so good. It's been so good. I think issue 11 came out this month and that issue was
Dang. Yeah, yeah.
amazing. It was pretty amazing, man. Yeah, Rockefellers has gotten better and better. I'm pretty sure that's my number 4 for Ghost Machine. Pretty sure
Dang.
it's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me. I remember loving it. I think it fell off like issue 4 or something like that, but I was
Mm.
thinking it was fun like the whole sci-fi stuff. Felt very like Fantastic Four almost in that
Yeah,
way.
it
So,
did. I agree. I agree.
some people saying that they're surprised you have boxes. They thought your bed was made out of comics cuz you got so many, dude. So, you got you you got you there and
Yeah, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. I actually store my books, guys. I
yeah.
bag and board them. I do. I do all of that. Yes,
Uh
that's
Captain
hilarious.
Corner Captain Corner says, "Hey, what's up? Happy New Year's, of course."
Happy New Year's to you, Captain.
One book this year that didn't live up to the hype or one that kind of let us down. I'd have to think about
Mm,
that.
I would have to think about that too. that
Yeah.
didn't live up to it. Uh,
I don't
that's
know.
a
Maybe
good
like Ultimate
question.
Spider-Man or something like that, or for me, I don't know.
Mm,
Is that a hot
interesting.
take? Is that a hot take?
That's a
Um,
for me it is. For me it is.
yeah,
Big Spidey guy over here,
big
but
Spidey guy.
it's
Yeah,
cool.
I'd have to think about that. Southside Run. That's a great question. I have to think about it though. Thoughts
Oh, Ray
on? Oh, what's up?
Rage Quit said Hush too.
Oh, that's an easy one. Yeah, but I
Yeah, that
wasn't
is
I
an
wasn't
easy
hoping
one.
that was. I was kind of going into it thinking that one was gonna be kind of
I didn't
whatever.
have
So
high expectations either. I'm not gonna
exactly.
hold you. Like, I love Jeff Loeb and Jim Lee. Don't get me wrong, but I just think, yeah, like I was already not on board when they brought it back, so it was just like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Real quick, Kai, thoughts on Ultimate X Men? Because I know
man,
that's like probably one of the most underrated series right now. I've been catching up on the app. Like I'm so kicking myself for dropping it ever because it got
so
so good.
so underrated. I feel
Yeah.
like me and Yancey or Year,
Yeah.
we're like the ones that really like love this year. I love Ultimate X-Men, especially currently. Like
Yeah.
issue 22, I think yeah, that also came out this month. Bro, broke my heart. And it's great because you knew it was coming. I don't want to say what happens, but like you just knew it was coming. But even when it happened, it still hit so hard. It was so well executed. So like, yeah, Ultimate X-Men 22. Um, I know we're going to be doing our top 10 for December, but you can definitely believe that will be on there. You
Nice.
can believe it because yeah, that that series is incredible, man. It's so good. I wasn't expecting to really like connect with these characters like that because X-Men is usually there's a main group, like there's Wolverine, there's Cyclops, there's Rogue, there's all these are different sets of characters. But I
Yeah.
think
True.
why I love this series so much is coming from somebody who's like a manga reader and who watches anime. This feels like that. This felt
Right.
manga-esque, honestly. um and Pichimoko's art is just, I mean, it's kind of like breathtaking, man. The watercolors are just incredible. I love Peach Moko's art so much. So yeah, man. If y'all aren't reading Ultimate X-Men, please pick it back up. I know people weren't hot on it at first, and I can get behind that. But you want to talk about a series that gets better and better through
Better.
each arc?
Yeah.
It's Ultimate X-Men, man. It's incredible.
You're right on that. Actually. Yeah. So, Cactus Jack, Ultimate X Men, one of the most underrated. More people need to read it.
I
And
agree.
then we got Paul Dev asking for slasher recommendations. Real quick, I'll shout out You'll Do Bad Things. We were talking about it.
It's a great
Um,
slasher.
one of my favorites of the year, probably at like 14 or something like that on the list. But yeah, another great slasher series. And then Cactus Jack also shouts out The Deviant by James Tynion. So
Yes,
yeah,
great
definitely
pick.
check that one out.
Great pick. That's an amazing slasher, man. I love the Deviant.
Yeah.
Great
And
pick.
then he said, "Oh, sick, I'm sold." So there we go. Just made a sale, dude. Where's my commission, dude? What the hell, dude?
There's
It's
my
crazy.
commission.
It's crazy. All right, man. So with that being said, I think we're in the top four now. So these
We
are like
are
some real
in.
heats, guys. So get your pen and pad out. Get ready to write down some recommendations for sure.
Yeah, get ready to write down more image books because that's what it
Yes.
is. Number four for me,
Yeah, dude.
Assorted Crisis Events. Love this series by Denise Camp. Denise Camp is the man. And yeah, man, I really do love this title. It's a great title, man. It has so many interesting ideas. Like you kind of, I think reading this book, you're like, how does Dennis Camp come up with these ideas? It's so, and because he's such like a nuanced writer. He's very methodical with his stuff. It's very deep. It's very complex. Uh, and that's what I think I love about him just as a writer, man. He's just incredible. The way his mind works is it's wild. Honestly, it really is. I think that's why when it's all said and done, man, he's going to be talked about. Like he's gonna be one of those goats that we're going to talk about in the future when it comes to Denny's camp. So you got to pick out sort of crisis events. It's one of the best indie series to come out this year, and for an anthology series to be this high, also pretty rare, man, because we don't
Yeah.
get really like. I don't think we get many amazing anthology series. This is like an amazing run and something that everybody should be picking up. I'm pretty sure first trade is out for this one as well. First arc is 1 through 5, I'm pretty sure. So If you want to catch up, grab that trade and then grab issue 6 and 7, and then that's crazy.
So yeah,
So
you
yeah,
can't
grab.
avoid it, right? It's
You
not,
can't avoid it. You can't avoid it. But yes, pick this up whenever you can.
yeah, that's a great pick. That's a great pick. Of course, don't want to talk about it too much right just now, but that is a great
Right,
pick.
right, right.
Um, yeah, I mean, you might be right on this straight like image in these top four. I mean, it's kind of tough out there for everybody else.
Yeah,
Um, okay, dude, we're talking every, we're taking everyone down with it. That's a weird ass sentence right there. But yeah, excellent pick for this year, dude. Month after month, Kai and I have been talking about this one. Just such a fun protagonist. We sound like broken records at this point, dude. We're talking
you
about the
do.
fun world, the spy espionage flavor,
Yep.
the kind of sci-fi ness of it. Like her dad mind swaps with a robot. Annalise as a character is just such a badass. She's doing flips. She's literally ripping people's dicks off. Like she's going nuts.
Pretty
Lot of
insane.
craziness happening in this series, but yeah, just fun all the way throughout. You didn't like read an issue of this, put it down, and like not have a smile from ear to ear. You know what I mean? Like especially at the end there with those like crazy twist ending, dude. I was like, oh my god, it's just setting up for some of the most fun next year too. I mean, this is just we're just so lucky to have we're taking everyone down with us. Easy place on my top five, and it's not five. You know what I'm saying, guys? So number four there for me.
It's a great number four pick. Great number four. Top three at number three. We are going with another Rick Remender book, and it is Escape. It is Escape. Has to be top three of the year for me, man. These four issues are insane. I can't wait to read five because I know five, who knows, five maybe even would have put this higher if I read it.
I
Um,
think so,
but
dude.
but yeah, man, Escape is just incredible. Rick Remender yet again. Uh, you can't really escape him when it comes to indie. You just can't. His name has to be mentioned, and I feel like if it's not mentioned, then like what are you doing here? You know what I mean? Like what are you doing? But Escape has a great premise, man. It is a war story that can emotionally draw you in. It can emotionally pull at your heartstrings. It's very heartfelt, but also devastating. It's brutal. It doesn't shy away from the brutality of war and what war comes with. It's incredible, man. Really great stuff here. Love the main character Milton. I can't wait to see the rest of his journey, man, and where this journey takes him. Because it's an incredible series that everybody should be reading. It is so good, and definitely can't forget Daniel Acuna on the art. We're talking about one of the best interiors of the year, ladies and gentlemen. Daniel Acuna is that guy. So yeah, you got to read this, man. Have to.
Yeah, love that pick. You guys know we were talking about it all year, and I think you're right, Kai. Once you get your hands on issue five, man, that's like well, I guess it's not the best of the series, but it's so good, dude. So yeah, you're
Real
gonna love
good.
it, man. Yeah,
Mm,
that's a great number three pick. You guys probably could figure that Escape would rank pretty highly on our list.
yeah,
We got SMW in the chat saying we're taking everyone down with us. Was a great series. Glad to see it make the list. Had to
amazing
make the list, dude.
series.
That's a good one.
Amazing series.
For me, number three, Kai mentioned it earlier, and he was kind of guessing that it would be higher on my list. Kai, you're right. We're talking Everything Dead and Dying.
Dead
It
and
was your number
dying.
six. My number
Yeah,
three. Man, I guess I'm like kind of a zombie guy. Like I think that's what it comes down to. Like if you can pull off a really unique zombie story, I think I'm gonna give you a lot of props for it. And yeah, this just
gotcha.
says a lot about the year. Tate Bromble having a great year. I love Jacob Phillips and all the stuff he does with his dad, but I think he's really making a name for himself as an
Yeah,
artist just on his own. Um, Series like this and his collaborations with Chris Condon throughout the last couple of years. But yeah, this collaboration with Tate Bromble, just some really excellent stuff. Some of the most like heartbreaking sequences of the year, like just there'll be a page in here that'll just make you like, oh crap, like Jesus Christ, or stuff like that, like really making you feel the whole like before and after time sort of thing they did in issue one in particular. I mean, that was some of my favorite sequences of the year. So yeah, you got to give it
mm,
some love. Everything Dead and Dying, one of my favorites of the year. Just such a beautiful story, and it, like I was saying, it says so much that only four issues of this is out, and it's already landing on this highly on our top tens of the year. Like
Yeah,
that's insane. They could, I guess they could slip up and not land the plane, but I really do think they're in safe hands with this series. Um, you can tell that it's a very like personal story and like it means a lot to these creators, and yeah, that's definitely just coming across on the page. So yeah, dude, everything dead and dying. Don't be missing out on this one, especially when it comes out in a trade. That's gonna be a crazy trade. One
that's
of the
gonna
all time
be
greats. So
that's gonna be an amazing trade. Actually,
yep.
yeah, that's gonna be amazing. All right, chat. We are now wind down to the top two. So at number two for me, Cody already spoke on this. This was lower on his list. But yeah, we're going with Jason Aaron's Bug Wars, man. We're going with Jason Aaron's Bug Wars. I love this series. I am so intrigued by the world and its lore. I love Slade as an MC. He is an incredible main character. He's just so cool. He's so rad. He has like this aura to him. Um, I just love this world, being in this world. It's just and it's an incredible world to be in, man. Who would have thought being in a world full of bugs would be interesting, and to see like their world and to see how barbaric they are as well. It's really intense. It can get pretty gory as well. Like you said earlier, Slade literally punches through bugs and you'll see like guts and their blood. It's pretty brutal, man, but it is so badass, man. It's so tough. So you gotta love Bug Wars. Jason Aaron, Mahmoud Asar on the art as well with some great panel structure there. Really amazing stuff here. So yes, I love Bug Wars. Think this is just a book that's so up my alley. So yeah, and I can't wait to see what volume two brings because that ending I think was incredible. What a way to tease us into who we're gonna
Yeah.
get next volume. And yeah, I think Jason Aaron, man, gave us I think this was another series that like ended really really well. Like this was I think another one of the best endings of the year for me as well. I loved issue six. I thought it was incredible. I thought it was epic. I thought it was everything that in a way I kind of expected it to be, man. And it was just amazing. So Bug Wars at number two for me.
A great pick. That's a great pick. I know it's definitely a Kai book for sure. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't surprise me that it's in your top three and it's in your number two. For me, my number two, you mentioned it earlier. Crazy that it's an anthology book, but it's just Dennis Camp, just killing it this year. Assorted Christ events. No
Yeah.
surprise to anybody, I'm sure. Like you were saying, the Bug Wars is such a Kai book. I mean, this is like a Cody book to a T. Like the sci-fi wackiness. Big fan of stuff like Black Mirror and Twilight Zone, right? So
Yeah.
this anthology is just working for me. Dennis Camp. I can't say enough good things about Dennis Camp. Like this year was Dennis Camp's. He just killed it this year. This series wouldn't work without Eric Zawadzki. We've said that a lot. And I brought up on this on my other monitor. I wanted to look at exactly which issues um, were out or whatever. So Sword of Christ events number two, that was the meatpacking plant. Number three was the story of the alternate dimensions, like reality immigration one. Number four was the guy who was smoking and his life was like he was just getting wicked old. Number five was that girl who was like stuck in that moment of like her hanging herself or like attempted suicide or whatever. And then number six, the issue that you love so much, right? So I mean, that's just like that run of issues is just some of the greatest like comic book stuff ever. I mean, the ideas they're exploring there and the things they're saying and the things they're making you feel. Yeah, it's really just some crazy stuff. And it started in March and they're keeping it going. I really thought they would end with volume one and wrap it up and maybe Dennis Camp and Eric Zawatsky work on something else, but they're just keeping like this story going. Like how far can they take this? I don't even know. They're so inventive. Each issue, you don't know what you're gonna get. Um,
Yeah.
and yeah, I'm looking at the solicits. I mean, they have issue 8 coming out, issue 9 coming out. So like they're just keeping it going. And it is without a doubt one of the series of the year. So you can't
I
go
agree.
yeah, talking series of the year without mentioning a Sword of Christ events. It's at my number two, and it was at Kai's number four. So I mean,
Number four.
like there you
Yeah.
go. That says all you need to say right there.
It's a great number two. Great number two. Well, it all comes down to this. My
Okay,
number
Kai,
one
number one for
pick.
Kai. Let me think about this, okay? Because you mentioned the seasons.
Yeah.
Oh, is the one I'm thinking about? Maybe that was more of a 2024 series. I want to say something Rick Remender, bro. I want to say something to Rick. Uh, I guess my guess would be sacrificers, but I don't know because you
I
mentioned
wish.
everything,
I
everything
wish
I
it was
thought.
sacrifices.
That probably too many issues came out last year, probably right.
Yeah, too many. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I like the first arc and second arc of Sacrifices came out last year, literally.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh man, I mean, what the hell could it be? Unless it's like, yeah, I don't know.
it,
I better
it's
just.
one that you mentioned. It is
Oh,
one
one
that
that
you
I
mentioned.
mentioned already.
You did it. Yeah, you mentioned it already.
Maybe it was in. Oh! We're taking one out with us, dude.
Yeah, there you go. We're
Wow, number
taking
one for Kai,
everyone.
dude. Oh my
This
gosh.
is
Okay.
number one for me, and it's crazy because as far as the indies I've named, this like is this a Kai coded book? Yes, but not like to the fullest extent. I think like I said before, the most Kai coded book on here is it's probably High Street.
Gotcha.
But man, spy espionage, which is things I'm into. Like I love Mission Impossible. I love that franchise. That's very spy espionage, but it also mixes with action as well. And I think that's what won me over with this series is that and the father daughter dynamic, which was so heartwarming. And you see like this complicated relationship between the two. They always bumping heads, and she's always disobeying his orders. He's teaching her structure. It's incredible. It's such a amazing dynamic, and not only that, man. These 6 issues for me, I think this is just a flawless series. For me, like I don't have many critiques when it comes to this book. This book was incredible. The writing was there by Rosenberg. Landini's art was incredible. The action was off the walls and way more bloody than you expected it to be. I didn't know what to expect with this series, and it just kept like subverting my expectations. It was like, yo, I didn't know this was gonna be like this. Like, especially when it came to the action, I wasn't expecting heads flying off, snapping body parts. Like this book is brutal. This book was pretty brutal. I wasn't expecting all that. So yeah, man, this was a flawless series for me. Like I said, maybe not the most Kai coded. It's still pretty Kai coded. It's just not to the fullest extent, but still really impressed me with what they were doing here, man, with the writing and all, and especially the panel structure. Like I remember the panel, I think it was in issue 5, where it was like a chessboard.
Oh,
That
yep.
panel, the way the panels were structured, I was like amazed. I haven't seen anything like that before. I really have. I haven't read a
Right.
book that was structurally paneling that like that well. Like it was Annalise's face like on the chessboard, then it was her mother, then it was the chess pieces around, and they were just talking, and then there's like dialogue in those chess pieces. Like
Right.
it was just something like it was just eye-opening for me. So yeah, that this one really, like, I knew this was gonna be a great series, but I was expecting it to be flawless. This was flawless for me. I
Yeah.
had really no critique of it. So yeah, we're taking everyone down with this, man. Please give us more books like this, Matthew Rosenberg. I know we're getting more Rook stuff. I think they actually hinted at it in like the last pages of issue 6, if you read it. But yeah, we need more Rook stuff, more spy stuff. Yeah, I need it, man. I really need it. I think this could be a really, really like cool universe for Image. Uh, because I mean, Ghost Machine is unlike anything we've seen, yeah. But now you're adding in spy stuff. Like that could be a great universe to dive into. So yeah, man, we're taking everyone down. This is numero uno for me. Numero uno.
There you go, man. I mean, little bit of a surprise. Not gonna lie. Like I know you were loving that one, but yeah. I mean, that
Yeah.
just speaks so much to just top the list. Yeah, just an excellent pick there. I obviously said a lot of great things about it. It was my number
Number
4 pick.
four.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, yeah. Which
and
says something. I mean, it's in the
yeah,
top 5. So yeah,
yeah, and just the fact that it like ends and we just want more of it like immediately. Like we're just like like we need the next series like now, dude. I don't even know if it's solicited
yeah.
yet, and we're just waiting
Fantastic
for it.
ending.
So, yep.
Fantastic, and definitely one of the best endings of the year too, for sure. I love that panel where she's sitting on the throne and they're like obeying her right next to, and her father's next to her, like her right
Yeah.
hand man. Bro, it's so fun. I don't know if you peep, but did you peep like the painting behind them where like there's like a, oh my gosh, there's like a guy like putting his foot down on a person, like pretty much like, claiming like he's
Oh,
top dog. And I was like,
okay.
oh wait, I was thinking like, is this some type of symbolism? Like, Was this like
I
the plan all
gotcha.
along for her to like take the throne? And
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? So yeah, I peeped that too when I because I have the trade, so I'm definitely gonna reread it
Yeah,
for
I got the
sure.
trade this Wednesday too. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna reread it. But yeah, that was an interesting detail that I saw in that last panel.
Gotcha. So yeah, so a series that like benefits multiple rereads. So yeah, I can't wait for it, man.
Yeah,
So yeah, dude, we're taking everyone down with us. An excellent pick of the year. Just one of the favorites. Looking back, I'm sure we'll look back and say just yeah, one of the series.
yeah. Your
Now
pick is Escape. It has to be.
you don't even have to. We don't
It
even have to
has to.
mess
Yeah,
around.
it has to
Like we
be.
don't even
Yeah,
even mess
bro.
around.
That was the only one he didn't name. I'm like, yeah, it's got to be Escape. I just
That's
figured it
so
was.
funny, dude. Yeah, you just like it's escape, arms crossed, just like yeah, it's
Yeah,
escape, dude.
it's got to be. It's got to
Um,
be.
yeah, I mean, listen, it's just excellent. Like, kind of
It
get a chance
is.
to read the latest issue, but I think it does. It just keeps it going. Just an excellent
Yeah,
stuff all the way throughout. You got the issue one. I mean, one of the best of the year. Like, obviously,
I
Kai and I
agree.
spoke very high about it on our list.
We
Just
did.
setting the tone for the series. It's anthropomorphic animals, but it's got that gruesomeness to it of any like good war story, you know. It's got that heart in issue number two. It shows us like what he's fighting for. Issue three is like maybe not a lot of people's favorites of the year, but like just so like an issue to do that and just feels so action packed and literally like at the edge of my seat. You know, just what the hell is gonna happen to this Milton guy? Um,
Very very anxiety inducing. I would say
yeah,
that
dude,
issue is very anxiety
it's
inducing because yeah, because like you said, like edge of your seat
it's like a
type
Safety
stuff. Yeah,
movie, dude. You're just sitting
yeah,
there. He's like,
it
Jesus,
is.
yeah, and then yeah, I mean, just all the way throughout, like from start to finish, the series has been incredible, and I haven't even spoken about Acuna's art. I mean, just some of the best looking stuff on the pages that you can get on stands right now, and
Absolutely.
yeah, it's just like a great reminder for me that like, hey, Rick Remender, he's out there. Even if I'm not pulling every single issue he's doing, like I know he's doing good work, and this is just a great example of it. Um, yeah, it's so crazy too because Rick has like a million different like ideas, like all his like they're so
Yeah.
different. Everything he's
They're all,
doing from the seasons,
everything.
sacrificers to escape to grommets, like it's all different stuff, man. It's nothing
Yeah.
is he's not a one note writer. Um
Nope.
and yeah, it's just escape is the comic of the year for me with only 5 issues out or whatever at this point. Like that's crazy to say. Because
It is
I mean
crazy.
obviously
But
guys, you just heard the entire list. Like this year was packed, so yeah, for Escape to top it, I mean that says a lot, dude. So yeah, dude.
yeah. Great picks, man. So yeah, Escape is Cody's number one indie, and we're taking everyone down with this is my number one indie, man. Great series. It's all from Image. I know
I
people are
know.
like, man, there was a lot of Image, but yeah, Image, they can't be top, man. Like I tried to, because obviously I think I like being very diverse, but it was hard to just overlook what Image has done this year. Like this is you could probably say this is Image's year. You know what I mean? Like between them
Yeah,
and DC, uh, those two companies have been just phenomenal, like from the beginning to the end of the year. So yeah,
yeah, dude. Got a lot of love. Beta Ray Bill, Escape is pure genius. Image crushed it this year. Ghost Machine alone was just insane. Yeah,
right.
that's the
That's what I'm
crazy part
saying.
because Image they're kind of cheating a little bit because they have Tiny Onion like underneath them, right? They got Giant Generator, Rick Remender's thing underneath them. They got Ghost Machine underneath them, but it's like I don't know, man.
Now,
It's just
and
how
now
it
they
is.
got Rook.
Yeah, yeah,
And now they got
yeah,
Rook. Look, they got a whole Rook spy thriller thing. Yeah.
yeah. Exactly right. So it's just crazy, man. Um, Yeah, dude. So some people, as we're wrapping up here, some people saying that Mark Millar, gotta read his stuff. Haven't really picked up too many Mark Millar stuff.
Haven't read much. Haven't read much from Mark. I've read some, but I definitely haven't read too much.
I've read
Beta
like
Ray
Kick
Bill
Ass. I know that's
says,
Mark Millar.
"Yeah, it is." Beta Ray Bill said, "Are you guys reading the Rockefellers? So slept
That's
on, but
right.
such a fun adventure." Yeah, it's crazy. Me and Cody was just talking about that. I was just talking about how underrated Rockefellers is. Really incredible, man. Like especially like I said, these last maybe 3 issues, they have been like it's been insane. It's been really nonstop. But yeah, such a fun adventure story. Love the family dynamic. They're incredible. Their chemistry is really, really good. And don't sleep on the action, man. There's some dope action in Rockefellers as well. But yeah, the sci-fi elements, the family aspect, it's definitely the driving force. Which it should be, which it definitely should be. I love how they focus on the family. And I love how they're connecting dots too. That's things that I love too. Like there were some things like left unanswered, but like the last three issues have answered those questions. It may be raised maybe some more, but I love how they're connecting dots as well.
We got a question. Some people, Paul Dev asking, what are some number ones we're looking forward to at the start of the year? I like the Vertigo stuff that DC's about to do. That's probably what my pick would be. All those number ones look sick. So
Yeah, I'm very, very excited for that number one. Honestly, man, I'm really looking forward to Armageddon, that the new Marvel
okay,
event. I'm interested because I mean Chip Zdarsky's at the forefront, and
right.
we know what he's doing with Captain America and how amazing that's been. So I'm definitely looking forward to Armageddon. Hopefully, Marvel will have a better year next year. I think it's shaping up to look that way. Um, but yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to Armageddon. I'm looking forward to that. Definitely the Vertigo stuff, especially the one with uh the Dennis Camp one. I'm definitely looking forward
Bleeding
to.
Hearts, I think.
Bleeding Hearts. I'm pretty sure Rom V has one.
Yeah,
Chris Condon has. I think he does. I
yeah.
think Chris Condon does have one actually. Yeah, he does. So yeah, there's a lot, man. Vertigo is. I think Vertigo is going to be like big next year. I think it's going to be
Hopefully,
really big.
hopefully, dude.
So
Shout out for all the roses, Beta Ray Bill. Appreciate it.
shout out Beta Ray,
Uh,
man.
SMW says like, yeah, Rick Remender has a great writing style no matter what theme he's tackling for sure. And
Yeah,
then
he's just the guy.
last comment here for this top 10 list, Derek Seaborn saying, I just ordered Escape 1 to 3. So again, where's Kai and I's commission, man?
Where's
Jesus.
that coming?
Rick, hook me up, dude. Hit the line, man. You gotta we're selling your books out here, dude. Um,
Let's go, man. That's great. I'm glad you're picking it up.
but yeah, dude. So we're gonna keep the stream going, but that'll end the top 10 indie comic book series list. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed all the lists that Kai and I are putting out. Have a ton
Yeah.
of fun doing these lists. It's like some of my favorite videos to do with Kai. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Kai, where can people find you for the end of this top 10 list, dude?
You can find me here on TikTok, KaiBuck0. Follow me there where I talk about comics, movies, sometimes TV shows, but probably not too much on that. But definitely anime and manga. Then on Instagram, you can follow me there also, KaiBuck6. You can follow me there. I am pretty active on Instagram, and I'm also really active on Letterboxd. If you want to follow me for movie stuff, I do a lot of reviews on there. I do lists on there, all that stuff. So, and also check out my latest video on my top 20 movies of the year. I just posted it yesterday. Definitely give that a watch. The video is longer than I anticipated. But that's okay. But yeah, I still think I crafted a pretty good list, man. My little perfect list. So definitely check that out.
Yeah, dude, got some recs from that as well. You guys know I always call Kai the tastemaker, so there's no surprise there. Kai giving some great recommendations. But yeah, as always, thank you to Kai for joining. Like I was saying, this is gonna end the top 10 list. But if you're
Mhm.
in the live, definitely stick around because we're gonna be talking our top 5 favorite comic book writers of the year and top 5 favorite comic book artists of the year. So
Yes,
yeah,
we
thank you
are.
guys for watching another top 10. We'll be bringing you another shortly here, I'm sure. Let me hit
Mhm.
stop
Let's
recording.
see. Beta Ray.
Okay.
You guys read any manga? Yeah, Beta Ray. I do read manga. I
I was
read a
gonna
great
say,
deal of manga. Yeah. I do. I do.
um, okay, cool. So I think that, well, I guess we're technically still streaming, so I should hit start recording and then, um, yeah, dude. So, shout out to Kai for joining me. Another list, but this one's not a top 10 list. We are going to be
Mhm.
talking about 10 of our favorite things, but it's going to be 5 comic book writers of 2025, 5 comic book artists of 2025. And
Yep.
yeah, I don't know, Kai, do you have any shout outs for this one? How'd you want to do, or any like runner up type of thing, or did you kind of just have 5 for each?
I do have five for each, but
Okay.
I can definitely do some honorable mentions. Like
Okay, cool.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm comfortable
Because
doing it off the top of my head.
if you guys, the audience, if you're out there, you guys have been checking out each top 10 list that Kai and I have done. What a year in comics. So it's no surprise that there's going to be more than five comic book writers to kind of tip our hat to, and more than five
Yeah.
comic book artists, of course. I mean, just so much great art of the year. So with that being said, dude, I guess I'll throw it to you for the five pick, and then maybe we can do I guess like our shout outs and stuff like after number two, I guess maybe, or I don't know the
Yeah,
best way
we'll
to do
do
it.
it. We'll do it after
Okay,
number two, yeah, and then reveal our
cool.
one. That sounds good. That sounds real good.
Right on, dude.
Um, so for number five, I cheated once again. I got
I
two
cheated on mine a little
people.
bit too.
I had two people at number five because I couldn't disinclude them. But you guys were right about Rick Remender being on this list because he does fall in that five category. It's actually him and Kelly Thompson.
Ooh,
I felt
nice.
like I feel like I couldn't not mention Kelly Thompson or Rick Remender on this list. I mean, they're both amazing writers, especially Kelly Thompson. I mean, she has the best absolute title out right now. I feel like we got to give praise to that. She's doing phenomenal things on that run. She did phenomenal things on Birds of Prey, even though luckily that that series is canceled. But that was she went 28 issues strong for Birds of Prey, so still great. But it definitely a bummer that it's canceled. So yeah, Kelly Thompson deserves her flowers. She has to be mentioned when it comes to top writers of the year. I feel like you can't mention 2025 without Kelly Thompson and the moment she's brung us with Absolute Wonder Woman. It's just an incredible series, man. And the best DC book on stands, if you ask me. So Kelly Thompson, and then Rick Remender, we can go on about the year he's had with giving us the seasons, giving us the sacrifices, which is an amazing ongoing. It's one of the best ongoings currently. Um, he also gave us Grommets that like ended this year. That was also really good. And then we have Escape. Can't forget Escape. It's one of the best indie books of the year. It's one of the best books of the year, just period. So yeah, Rick Remender, not only is he putting out quantity, but his quality is matching up with it as well. So those are my number five picks. Had to go with those two.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. And I don't even know if you mention sacrifices too, right? You know what I mean? And
Yeah, I
like,
did.
okay,
Mhm.
and like, where did Napalm Lullaby end? Like that was pretty
True.
recent, right? So like, Rick
Pretty
Remender just
recent.
on a heater. So yeah,
A lot of quality from him, man. It's crazy.
yeah, dude, excellent stuff. We got some love for Kelly Thompson in the chat from Wandy Woman, the biggest
Yes.
Wonder Woman fan in the app, dude. I
Yes.
think so. Kelly Thompson,
Yes.
probably Kelly Thompson would make Wandy Woman's top five list for sure.
Yeah. Shout out Wonder Woman. I had to give it to Kelly Thompson. She had to be on this list. Had to.
Vactor saying, "Let's go, boys." What's up, Vactor? Thanks for joining.
What's up?
Cactus Jack hitting us with his top five list, and get this guy. It goes like this: Rick Remender, Rick Remender, Rick Remender, Rick Remender, and then finally Rick Remender. Dude. So top five
Oh my
of
gosh.
nothing but Rick Remenders, dude.
Insane. Insane.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So top five. Okay, so you want to do the writers first, and then we'll do the artists. Sounds like okay.
Yeah. Yep.
The top five writer for me, we are going. It's tough. Oh crap! I just messed up the camera. Hold on, give me a sec. All right, top five writer for me. I'm looking at my short list here. I'm kind of making this on the fly. Like, what does my gut say? We're giving number five to Rom V, guys. Okay, so Rom V, New Gods. Okay, do I need to say
Okay.
anything more? And then you got Resurrection Man, just some of the most mind warping, like what the hell's going on, but also bringing it
Absolutely.
back around and making you feel a whole ton too. I think Resurrection Man is one of those series that I'll look to for a long time as a
I
DC
agree.
Black Label, just one of the best. And then yeah, New Gods, my first ever New Gods series, loving it all the way throughout. I mean, there was like two issues where I was like less hot on. I wish the Evan Cagle art was like consistent throughout, but I mean, looking back, it's just one of the best endings of the year. Just New Gods was just so fun all the way throughout. So gotta give my number five pick. I feel like I gotta give it to Rom V, man. Not the most quantity like you're
Great
saying, but
pick.
I think those two series right there. I mean, that was just some of the series of the year, especially out of DC. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's a great pick, man. We love Ron B. Ooh, yeah, we love Ron B. Number four, for me, I think I'm gonna go with Jason Aaron. I think Jason Aaron deserves to be on this list as well, because he's given us probably the most underrated absolute title, which is Superman.
yeah,
Superman is a very incredible run. Um, even though I have my, my criticisms of it, really just small criticisms though, not anything like big or major. But that run is really incredible. I think people should definitely talk more about Absolute Superman. It is an incredible run. That finale that we just got was incredible, really well paced, and it hit so hard on that last 2 pages, um, emotionally. So yeah, Jason Aaron, man, I think he actually mentioned he did that this year. He was still on TMT also this year. He gave us one of the best indies of the year for Bug Wars. So yeah, he was on three big projects this year, man, and they were all quality in my book. So I think at number 4, yeah, we're gonna stick with Jason Aaron, man. We're gonna stick with Jason Aaron.
Funny you mentioned Jason Aaron because at my number 4 we're going Jason Aaron as well, dude. I mean, yeah, like, dude, Absolute Superman, one of the most underrated for sure out of DC. I mean, I'm just so high on
Absolutely,
that series. The Ninja Turtle stuff. I mean, looking back on it, just like such a fun 12 issues right there. And then,
absolutely.
I mean, obviously you mentioned oh wait, what am I missing here? The You just said three titles, right? There was the TMNT Absolute Superman, and then
Bug Wars.
oh yeah, Bug Wars, right? So yeah, you're covering
Yeah,
all your bases there, like two excellent indie series with the excellent DC. But then on top of that, the very tail end of a Jason Aaron series was at the beginning of the year. It was Batman off planet,
all
off
off
world.
world. Yeah, off
Yeah, I
world.
think it
That's
was just
true.
issue 6 or something
It's
like that. So
true.
like,
Yeah, that
but
had a
I'm
great
like, dude,
conclusion though.
yeah, dude. I was like, dude,
Yeah,
the way this one ended, I loved it. And then yeah, just a really rock star year from Jason Aaron. So I think that's a nice pick, dude. Like safe pick at number 4 for sure for both of us. So yeah.
that's a great pick, man. Jason Aaron did it this year. My number 3. Cody actually mentioned it earlier. It was his number 5. We're going Rom V for number 3.
Nice, dude,
Uh,
nice.
it may not have been a lot of quantity from him this year. I think it was mainly Resurrection Man and New Gods. But if you saw our top 10 comics of the year list, he had 2 books in that top 10. Resurrection Man being my number 9, I believe, of the year, and then New Gods was my number 1. So, Ron V for me, yeah, definitely top 3. I think those 2 projects alone, man, especially New Gods. I'm definitely more higher on New Gods than Cody is for sure. But I love that run. It was kind of like an out of body experience reading that book, man. I just love New Gods lore and their mythology, their world. It's just so vast. It's so intriguing. And everybody's like distinct. They have their own qualities, their own personalities, their own ideologies. Everybody is just so freaking cool and dope. Um, and man, yeah, him and Evan Cagle, they just don't miss together, man. Those two are a match made in heaven. This is the same duo that gave us Dawn Runner last year. Dawn Runner was one of my favorite indies of last year too. A great, pretty sure it was a 5 issue series or 6 issue series, but amazing stuff on that run as well. So yeah, I think Ron V is deservedly so in that top 3 spot.
Yeah, especially the thing I want to pick up on when you said Ron V, like the balancing of all the characters in New Gods, especially, was like really impressive. I mean, like you said, everybody's so unique, but being able to speak to everybody so clearly and give everybody some really epic moments. Like I remember when the John Stewart line dropped, when you were like, you know what I mean, like just capturing John Stewart's voice so well and capturing this character's voice so well, and
Right.
every character only gets a little bit of time to shine because you're balancing so many different characters in an ensemble book like that. But yeah, I just thought that he handled it so well. So yeah, dude, with only like I was trying to look at what Rombi did. I think it was just New Gods and Resurrection Man. Um,
Yeah, I think so. I don't think there was
you know what I
anything
mean? Like
else.
maybe setting some stuff up for next year or something like that. But yeah, just with those two series, you just said a lot right there. I mean, Ron V had a killer year, so yeah, it's an excellent number 3 pick. For me, number 3, also someone you already mentioned, funny enough. I'm
Mm,
putting Kelly Thompson at number 3.
I'm not
Because
mad at that at all. Not mad at
same
that at
thing with the
all.
Ron V, man. I mean, you don't have like the quantity necessarily, but Birds of Prey has been fun all the way throughout. I mean, you and me were
Yeah,
probably the only people speaking to Birds of Prey. I think there was like maybe 2 other people I could think of on TikTok that were even picking it up, right? Um,
exactly.
so we were loving it, and then I mean, you add absolute like, dude, get real, man. Like, if
Yeah,
this is the only
for
book
real.
that Kelly Thompson did all year, I think might still
Yeah,
land on the
I
list. Like,
agree. I agree. Yes,
just
I
like the
agree.
quality is just so peak right here.
It's so
Just
good, bro.
speaking
So
right to
good.
the character. Um, just like the characterization is just so perfect. It's so fresh, but it like I don't know, man. It's just doing so many cool things. Um, and a series that's only getting better. Like I remember when the Tetrahide arc was out, I was like, okay, that was cool. I love the art from Hayden Sherman, but like what's going on? But you go down in the underworld and we're getting back up and like we're crossing over with Batman. I'm like, dude, this is just some of the
It's
peak series,
incredible.
man.
It
Yeah.
is
So
peak series.
Absolute Wonder Woman. Kelly Thompson has got to get the nod on the top 5 writers of the year. I mean, that's just such an easy spot right there. So yeah, Kelly Thompson at
Absolutely.
number 3.
It's a great pick. Great pick. My number, trying to think, who was my number two for this year? Um, okay, so this and around the. What did I have, bro? I had the list.
Is it
I have the
is it
list.
something with a C? Maybe if I say my number 2,
It's
maybe it'll.
actually it's actually not him. It's not
Oh,
him.
okay,
I
I
I know
got
what
you.
you're
I
talking
got
about,
you.
but it's not him.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is bad. I literally did a list. Who was my number two? Dang. This is great. Oh, Scott Snyder. That's who it was. It was
Oh,
Scott
that's an
Snyder.
excellent pick, bro. Yeah,
Yeah,
killer
yeah, yeah,
pick,
yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah. I knew it was somebody. Okay, so yes, it was Scott Snyder. Scott Snyder is my number two. I think when it comes to Scott Snyder as a writer, um, you can't not mention him when it comes to 2025. Absolute Batman is the biggest book on stands. It is. The
Yeah,
popularity is there. What it's doing for the comic space, you have to respect it. Um, so yeah, Absolute Batman is just a phenomenon, and it sold the most out of any other Absolute title. Mind you, the Absolute titles this year did an amazing job. I don't know if people saw, but it sold 8.2 million copies this year, which is crazy. Very, very crazy. Yeah, the Absolute title, like all of them, not just Batman. Obviously, Batman takes up probably what 60 to 70% maybe of that percentage.
yeah. I'd say at least
But
like half easily,
yeah,
right? Yeah,
yeah,
but
like easily.
still.
But even then, man, like 8.2 million for the year on the line as a whole, like yeah, I don't see them stopping the absolute title any soon. Like with those numbers, how can you stop this? You know what I mean? So yeah, Scott Snyder had a great year this year, man. Absolute Batman. He also did You Won't Feel a Thing this year. That was an issue one that came out really early this year with him and Jock. He
If
did
you
that.
know on that
He's
one, dude.
right. He's doing DCKO. Him and Joshua Williamson are teaming up on that one. Um, so yeah, big year for him, man. Like I said, that title is it's moving the needle in the comic space. It really is. So that's my number two.
Dang, dude. No, listen, didn't even kind of think about Scott Snyder, but like the more you explain it, I mean, yeah, this was a great year for Scott Snyder. Um,
Yeah,
just just all the stuff he's doing over at DC, it's really just incredible. I was reading an interview and he was explaining that a lot of the DC Next Level stuff that's coming next year, he's like, it's only possible because the Absolute Universe is doing this well. Like, it's giving us that kind of headspace to kind of mess around and do other series, like kind of be more experimental over at DC. So that says a lot, man. I mean, that's just like kind of the architect behind the modern day DC, the events and kind of the direction of DC as a universe, like where it's going. Scott Snyder's like the head of it all.
absolutely.
So it's crazy too because he was doing like White Boat. You know what I mean? Like he's doing like
He was doing
Canary,
White
like he's
Bolt.
doing horror stuff, or he's doing like little side projects. Like he could be still doing that. He doesn't necessarily have to be a, you know, uh, guy over at DC just killing it. So yeah,
Yeah, he also I think this was this year, but he did a Dark Horse series I think this year. It was called Duck and Cover, if I'm not mistaken, and I think that was this year.
Duck and Cover that might be this year too. Yeah,
I think that was this year. Yeah, so he was doing some side quests too.
yeah. So yeah, that's a great pick. I mean, he had maybe not the quantity like we're saying, but just all like the behind the scenes like stuff on top of the epicness of Absolute Batman and just what it's doing for the industry, like you said. So that's a great pick there.
Yeah.
Number 2 for me, I was asking Kai if this was his too, and he was like, "No, it's actually not. It's not what you're thinking." So for me, number two, I gotta give it to Chris Condon. I mean,
It's
just
kind of yeah.
what an excellent year. I mean,
It is.
the news from the Fallout, Far Down Below was a fun series out of Mad Cave. Green
Mm.
Arrow, which Kai and I have been speaking its praises on every single issue, pretty much.
Yep.
Such
Yep.
a
Yep.
shame that got canceled. And then,
Absolutely.
yeah, Ultimate Wolverine to cap it all off, which I think has been getting better and better, like issue to issue. Like where it is right now, the one that just came out,
Mm.
I was like, dude, this is some sick stuff. So yeah, dude, I have to give Chris Condon some love. I think his, you know, maybe it's kind of like the quality of each of those titles isn't like like as good like a Kelly Thompson absolute Wonder Woman, but I just think
Right.
there's enough there from Chris Condon. Like I think he's making a name for himself. Like I think 2026 could definitely be his year with that series like the Vertigo one coming out, like you were saying. He's teaming up with
Absolutely.
Jacob Phillips on that one again, so it's some of that classic duo that we know and love. And yeah, I think Chris Condon is set up to have a pretty big year as well. So I did want to give some love to Chris Condon for just killing it. Yeah, a lot of stuff I love this year.
Yeah.
So
It's a W. It's a W. Shout out Chris Condon. He really did have an amazing 2025 year. So he had an amazing year. But
a Green Arrow,
at number
man.
one,
I think most
it,
of the Green Arrow is this year. You know what I mean? So
that's true. Green Arrow, yeah. Come on, we all know how incredible Green Arrow is.
man,
It's insanely good.
break
But
my
yeah,
heart, break
number
my heart.
one, I think we all know who number one is. I don't think this
It's
is
gotta be,
actually
dude.
up for a debate. It's
I
Dennis
think it
Camp.
can be.
It is.
Yeah,
It's Dennis Camp. I mean, yeah, he's on three titles this year, but all these three titles are like crazy quality. I mean, you're talking a sort of crisis events was which was my number four for indies this year, and it was also on my top 10 comics of the year for 2025. The Ultimates, which is one of the best books on stands, as well, especially with issue 18 that just came out. That was an amazing issue. Incredible stuff there. So yeah, the Ultimates is the second best Ultimate book in my opinion still. Then of course, Absolute Martian Manhunter, which is arguably the book of the year. Like arguably, I think Cody had it as his number one, yeah, and I had it at my number two. But like, yeah, the quality of these books are just insane. He also was on Ultimate Incursion, so he was on four titles
yeah.
this year too.
Like he's
It
doing a
was him
lot of
and Cody
Ultimate stuff
Ziegler.
too.
Yeah, it was him and Cody
Ultimate
Ziegler that did
Hawkeye, he
that.
might have wrote that too. Like that was
Did
pretty
he
sick.
do Hawkeye? I can't remember if he did. He might have, but I mean, even if he did or didn't, he just been all over the place this year. He's just incredible.
Yeah,
Such a nuanced, intriguing writer. Yeah, Dennis Camp is the man. I don't think anybody had the year that he had. Mind you, those three projects alone, and saying you're writer of the year is saying something because there are writers who did more than him this year, but wasn't quite the quality that he did. And these are high quality books, like high quality. These are books that me and Cody talk about every month. So
yeah,
like, yeah, it has to be Dennis Camp. It has to be.
yeah. That my pick too. I mean, Kai summed it up just beautifully. Like what else is there need to be said? Like those three, the quality of them. And I'm trying to think if he only had like maybe he didn't do Ultimates last year or whatever, and he only did Absolute Martian Manhunter, Sword of Christ events. I think those are like such Cody books that he might still end up being the top writer of the
Number
year.
one.
Like
I'm not mad at
it's
that.
just crazy. Like the quality of those are just so high and high and above what you'll read just on the stands. You know what I mean? Like you pick up a random comic, it's not coming anywhere near what Dennis Camp's doing. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, it's
yeah,
just not. He's
he
operating
gets
on
the
a different
gears
level,
turning in
man.
your head. He gets the heart feeling shit like tears he can do, and he'll just have you crying one page and just fist pumping when the ultimates are taking over a stronghold. The next page, like it's just crazy stuff what Dennis is doing. It's just yeah, it's unbelievable. We're hoping that I mean, he's set up to have another good year next year, continuing Absolute Martian Manhunter. He's
Yep.
doing the Ultimates event right now. I mean, he's in the middle of it
He's
in
he,
addition to Sword of Christ
he's
events,
on
just continuing.
he's on a Vertigo title too. So like
Yeah, he's
20,
adding even more to his plate,
he's
bro.
adding
Isn't that
more.
like,
So 20, I'm expecting another generational run from the man Dennis
yeah,
Camp again. I'm expecting another.
could be.
Yeah.
Listen, this time next year, guys, when Kai and I talk about top five riders 2026, it could be just replay this segment of us talking about Dennis this year and just play it again
Yeah.
next year. So
Play it again. it might
Yeah.
just be the way it's shaping up. So yeah.
Yeah, dude. So with that being said, that was our top 5 comic book writers of 2025. Just to
Yes,
recap
sir.
Kai's list real quick. And oh, actually,
Mhm.
we didn't do any like shout
Oh,
outs,
we
but I
didn't do
guess
any
just
honorable
like
mentions.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I'll just throw some names out there and maybe you can just tell me like what you think. Like, this is my short list. Chips at
got you.
Artistry. He had a good year,
Had a great, yeah, yep.
with White House Robot Romance. You got Captain
Captain
America.
America, yep. Quality
Um,
books right there. Quality.
Mark Wade. He did a shit ton this year at DC, dude.
Absolutely. Yeah, Mark Wade. I was thinking about him putting in top five, but
Yeah.
I think the quality of Mark Wade's books this year, while they were good, they weren't like great to me as far as his
Yeah.
quality.
Like
But they
8 out
were
of
like
10
really,
kind
yeah,
of.
like they're still
Yeah.
really good books, but just wasn't high quality for me. So yeah, Mark Wade was on everything this year for sure. And shout out Mark. I
Quantity
mean,
was there for
the
sure.
only high quality book I would give him is Batman and Robin Year One. Like that is
Ooh.
amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True.
Like that's an amazing book.
Yeah.
But I think the rest of his books fall in that good to really good territory.
Yeah, it's just like solid stuff out of DC. Like we're just happy Mark Wade's over there just plugging away doing 4 books a month or whatever over at DC. What about
Absolutely.
Joshua Williamson? Because he was someone on my short list. I was like, the Superman title's
He
been great,
also on my short list. I mean,
you
Superman,
know?
GI Joe.
G.I. Joe.
He's also doing KO with Scott Snyder.
Yeah.
Like
A
they're
lot of the
like yeah.
event
So
stuff. Like him and Scott Snyder have been kind of bench pressing DC, like doing all the DC behind the scenes
yeah,
stuff over there.
absolutely. I think
Yeah.
Williamson should definitely be mentioned, and I definitely got to mention Tate Bromble.
That was the
Tate Bromble
last
has
one
to
on
be
my
on that
short
list.
list. Yep.
Yeah, I think Tate is like if there was a top 10, I think Tate would make my top 10. I genuinely do. Just because
Yeah.
he also has some really like high quality books, man. Batgirl was phenomenal coming out. I remember when that came out, everybody was raving about Batgirl. Green Lantern Dark, wow. Very underrated, but the quality that's a great freaking book. I loved Green
Very
Lantern Dark.
underrated. Yeah.
And then Everything Dead and Dying. That was a top 5 indie this year. Just all 4 issues, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I would say Everything Dead and Dying, as far as quality, is probably his highest quality book of the year. Um, but yeah, Tate
For
Bromwell
sure.
was pretty incredible this year, man. Like really great stuff this year. Really great stuff.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, that was my last shortlist mention was a Tate Bromwell Killer Year. I think if Batgirls, like if maybe like the last like 4 issues were to that first arc, like this could be a
Yeah.
totally different conversation. Like Tate Bromwell might have slid in the top 5 for sure. But yeah,
Not only that, Batgirl probably would have slipped in for 2025, like comics of the
yeah,
year,
true,
if those,
true.
yeah. Cause that first arc, man, oh my gosh, it's incredible.
Yeah,
So
dude.
incredible.
I want to get back there, bro, so bad. It was good. It was some good stuff there.
I'm actually currently trying to read her first run, Cassandra Cain's
Oh,
first run.
nice. Yep.
So I have, the DC Finest that they do, like the
Mm,
big
yeah, yeah.
epic. So I got that, which contains 21 issues of that run. I think it's from
Right.
issue 7 through 27. And I also have issue 1 from that run. Also, I have that
Okay,
collected.
nice.
But yeah, I'm trying. I really want to read that whole run because her first run, pretty lengthy run, man. That run went on for like 73 issues. It was
People
really
talk
long,
about it
man.
like one of the greats of that kind of era.
It's
And like I
incredible.
want to get that DC Finest too. I've got my eyes on that. Like if any DC Finest, like that's like the top of my list to buy because Cassandra Cain
I
is
would
just such a
highly,
badass.
I would
Yeah,
highly recommend you read that. It's incredible. It's so freaking good. That's why I can't wait to read the rest of it. The last finest I grabbed it yesterday. I grabbed Mike Grail's Green Arrow, so I can't wait to read
Longbow
that.
Hunters.
Yeah,
Nice,
yep. I get to read that for the first time, so can't wait to
nice
tap
dude.
into
That
that
that's
as
on my
well.
list too, man. That's another DC Finest I would grab in a heartbeat because they have it in like Omnis, and I'm like, oh, it's a little expensive, but the DC Finest, then
Yeah,
you can just grab it pretty cheap. Um,
for
Yeah, dude. Okay, cool. So that was our top 5 comic book writers of the year. I think now
yep.
we'll talk about our top 5 favorite comic book artists of the year.
Yeah,
Definitely kind of harder for me. Like I don't have as many on my short list, I guess.
yeah,
But the
yeah,
ones that are on there were like so obvious that kind of don't even need to do the list almost. You know what I mean? For me, but
yeah,
I'm interested to
yeah.
see what you have to say, Kai. So, um, same kind of thing, dude. I'll throw it to you for the top 5 comic book artists of 2025.
So for number 5, I don't know. I feel like you got this person higher. But
Okay.
at number 5, we're going Casper Wingard for the Power
I
Fantasy.
love it. I love it.
Casper Wingard. I feel like he has to be mentioned. I loved his work this year, man. Like the paneling structure from him this year were like insane. There's so many memorable panels in the Power Fantasy. His work is just so detailed. It's so good. So yeah, Casper Wingard, I feel like has to be in there. The colors, the way he plays with them, and they're so vibrant. They're so uh bright. It's really incredible, man. So yeah, I gotta give it to Casper Wingard for number 5. I just think for 2025, he has to be one of those artists that you have to mention. I know he's only on one title, but like that one title alone, man, like if you want to talk about the quality of art from Power Fantasy, it's just breathtaking stuff, really, like genuinely.
Yeah, like some of those like page turns or like some of those like yeah, I don't know. No one's doing it like it's such a unique and singular style. I just love it. The fact that you're doing the colors too, like I will always give you like infinitely more props for bringing that aspect to it as well. I mean, that's just some
I agree.
incredible stuff there. So yeah, maybe mine maybe a little higher for Casper
Yeah,
on my list, but
I
yeah,
figure.
not mad at that at all. Number 5, again, guys, in a year of like excellent art, like it's tough to kind of just name the 5, but we're trying, we're
Yeah,
trying. So yeah,
really
Casper at
tough.
number 5. I would
Casper's
say
at
for
5
me,
though.
number 5, we're going Dave Chisholm. I want to give some love to Dave. I thought
Mm,
he killed it this year with
shout
Plague
out
House. You
Dave.
had Spectrum as well from Mad Cave.
Yep.
I just think Dave is like he's like on the verge of really breaking through and like being a name that just everybody like his style is so cool, so unique. And then he was
Yeah.
also on a an
He was
Oni
on High
Press.
Strangeness.
Yes, dude. Yeah, High Strangeness
Highest
number 1, I
rate
think.
issue
So
one. Yeah, him
yeah,
and
just
Chris Condon.
that's
Actually,
right.
speaking of
That's
Chris
right.
Condon, yeah, he did that this year too. So
So yeah, dude. So like, I just think that in Dave Chisholm, he has another series for Solicit right now. It's called "Is Ted Okay?" And
mm,
the way that Dave's making it sound and like the previous he's shown of that, it just seems like it's gonna be like an all timer Dave Chisholm classic. So and he's doing the writing for that as well, which he
mm,
has done in the past. But this year he just mostly focused on the art, it seems. But yeah, dude, Dave Chisholm, excellent artist. Like definitely one to keep your eye on. And I'm not saying that just because he's a mutual, you know what I'm saying? Like I think Dave Chisholm is
right.
really, really skilled.
He has,
Um,
yeah,
yeah.
really skilled
Another
artist.
person
I
who
agree.
also does the coloring of his own stuff. So yeah, just crazy stuff there.
Yeah, shout out Dave, man. Great guy. Great guy. Number 4. Number 4. Some people might feel like I have him low, like on a low end, but at number 4, man, I think I'm gonna give it to Jorge Jimenez.
Nice.
I think Jorge Jimenez definitely should be mentioned for 2025. Um, it's just that the 3 I have, I just think they had like a better year, but still incredible stuff. I mean, he was on Batman this year. Of course, he does a lot of variant covers. He did one for Batgirl that I own. It is so sick. Jorge Menez is. I mean, he's pretty much always like everywhere. As far as the DC side, he is. I know he doesn't like do other variant covers for like maybe indies or anything like that. But on the DC side, man, it's his art is quality, man. He's one of the best of our generation. Him and Dan Moore are like the 2 guys for real. We'll get into Dan Moore later, but Jorge Menez though, great, he's great, man. He's just great. His art is just incredible, especially what he's doing for Batman right now. I really do think it's incredible stuff. So yeah, I give it to Jorge Menez for number 4.
Good pick, dude. That's a good pick there.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, I mean, so I was trying to think for Jorge Jimenez, when did he start? Was he also on James Tynion's Batman run as well? Was he the main artist during that era too?
I think he was. Yeah, yeah, he
Okay,
was. Because I
okay,
think that
because
was
he's
the era where Punchline was created, and
yeah,
Punchline was
that okay,
created by
that's right.
I think Punchline was created by Jorge Menez. I think
That sounds
maybe I
right.
can't remember. Yeah,
That definitely
but
sounds right.
mhm.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with that pick. He's almost. I mean, I'm sitting like right. You can't like in your comic book room. You're probably within arm's reach of a Jorge Jimenez like book or cover. You know what I mean? So I just happen to have Batman 4 sitting next to me, like for whatever reason,
Mm.
right? So yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Jorge Jimenez, man. I think for me, number 4, I'm going with Casper Wingard. You already mentioned.
Okay.
Don't need to reiterate. We've been saying Casper Wingard's praises all year, like quite literally
Yeah.
all year, dude.
Oh
Since we
yeah.
started doing the show, I think, right?
Mm.
Doing our top 10 list. But yeah, Casper Wingard, just such an insane style. Some of my favorite art on stands is just in that Power Fantasy book. Like you're always down for some really beautiful, like the one I'm thinking of in the last issue that I read was when it's getting all red, like she's starting to freak out, and you see like the face, like it's almost all red both pages, and you see like the faces kind of peeking out. I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, Casper Wingard, it's like he's always doing stuff like that, man. So yeah, I got to give some love to Casper Wingard at my number 4 spot. Crazy when you only got one
Great.
book, but it's just such quality, right? So yeah,
Yeah, it's crazy quality. Yeah, great pick there. And now we're into that top three. This name is something that me and Cody have been praising a lot in 2025. So at number three, we are going with Juan Ferreira. Has to be on this list. Has to be Juan Ferreira. He was on TMNT this year, and we praised the heck out of his art in TMNT, his paneling, his structure. He also was on a one shot this year where it was Galactus versus Ghost Rider, and he also did insane art for that one shot. So like, yeah, Juan Ferreira, man, had a very very big year. He had his hands on some things, man, and the quality is just there. We obviously miss his art on TMNT. It's a bummer that him and Jason Aaron had to leave, but the things he was doing on that title is genuinely like mind blowing stuff. Once again, TMNT was a series that I felt like we definitely talked about probably month to month. If not, there were definitely some months where TMT wasn't hitting, but then it always, made a comeback.
right.
But yeah, Juan Ferreira for me has to be top three of the year when it comes to artists. The quality, it's high quality, man. It's so good. It's really good. And he's gonna be on Absolute Superman on the next issue. So
That's
also
sick,
gonna be looking
dude.
forward to that as well. So yeah, shout out Juan
Is he
Ferreira.
sticking around for like a full arc, or it's just like an issue? But that's still sick either way. I mean,
I
Juan
don't know
Ferrer
if it's a full
over on
arc,
DC.
but I think I saw him solicited for like issues 15 and 16. So maybe it could be
Okay,
like a mini arc they're doing, maybe, and he's a
right, like
part of
one of
it. But
those. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, but still like W's seeing Jason Aaron and one for a collab again on Absolute Title.
yeah,
That's cool.
dude. Man, and in
So
fact,
yeah,
another person who does his own colors, right? I mean, that's just crazy. So, gotta
crazy
give some
stuff.
love to, gotta give some love to Juan Ferrer.
Yeah,
For
has to be on
me,
here.
at number 3, we're going Acuna on number 3, which is
Daniel
crazy. Like we're
Acuna.
saying, I mean, out of all these lists, we're talking about how Escape how it has such a large impact with only a few issues out. But I'm just so in love with Acuna's art style, dude. I'm just in love with it.
Yeah,
It's
it
like
is.
the
I get it.
like that
I
that
get it.
issue too. Like when you talk about like the fireworks scene, like just beautiful, like actually beautiful stuff. But he's not afraid to
Absolutely.
get gruesome, man. Some of those
Yeah,
panels in Escape are really gruesome. Um,
pretty brutal. Pretty brutal.
like, dude, if Acuna just happened to have another book out this year, like in the start of the year or something like that, I mean, he would be the top dog maybe this
He
year.
might
Like,
be.
just
He might. Yeah, he might be.
you know what I
He
mean?
might
It's
be.
just like, or like if Escape was all out or something, right? Like if we just could point to it and be like, yeah, like the last panel of Escape was this good or whatever it is, right? But yeah, I think Acuna, I just couldn't leave him off the list, man. It's just such a wonderful style to see. So
I can't be mad at that. Yeah, Daniel Kuna. Great choice, man. I've always said he's up there with one of the best, like the artists that we all talk about. I know everybody's
yeah,
consistent with Jorge Jimenez, Dan Moore on them, but he's right in that conversation. Just he's right there with them. Um, now well, we're in top two now. Wait, hold on.
right, right.
Somebody said I'm just gonna say it, Ultimate Spider-Man fell off. I disagree.
I don't know.
I
Falling
disagree.
off is probably a little too strong.
Fall
Everyone knows
fall
I'm
off
not
is
like as
strong.
high on it as maybe Kai. You know, I know Kai's a little higher on it than I am, but I
Yeah,
wouldn't say
definitely
fall
higher.
off. Even as like how I feel about it, I don't think it fell off. I might be a little far
Yeah,
off.
I think that's crazy. I think that's crazy. But
it's still like the fourth best Marvel series I'm reading right now, or number three or something like that. Like it's
it's
still up
top,
there.
yeah, it's top three. It's top three for sure.
I
Uh,
love the hot take though in the chat though. I love it.
yeah, 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 yeah.
I feel like
Number
Kai. I feel like
two,
whenever Kai goes live, everybody just drops the hot takes in Kai's chat.
everybody loves dropping hot takes. All right, and I respect it. I respect it. I respect it.
Yeah.
You got keep the chat spicy, I guess, in a way. In a
Right.
way.
Yeah.
Um, but
Alrighty.
yeah, we're going with top two right now. So at number two,
Right.
which is a name we all know, and it's pretty inevitable. I feel like he always has to be on this list, man. But yeah, number two is Dan Moore. Number two is Dan Moore. He's just like it's hard to not say him because when we talk about quantity, he is all over. Like he is a madman. I don't know how Dan Moore physically does the things he does because he's not just on DC covers. He's on in like image covers or maybe a Boom Studio cover. He was on Power Rangers Prime. He did A covers for Power Rangers Prime. He
Yeah.
does other stuff. It's ridiculous. Like you want to talk about somebody who's all over and the quality keeps up with it. It's just crazy. So like if he's number one for y'all, I completely understand. I don't think when it comes to output and quality, nobody's doing it like him. And I genuinely mean that. I don't think there's any artist you can name who's doing all covers for different like companies and still keeping up that same quality. No, nobody's doing it like Dan Moore. So but he is my number two. I understand number one, but I got
And
him
the
at number
interiors
two.
of Transformers now too, right? So
Exactly. Like it's hard to keep him off the list because it's Dan Moore. He's the guy. He's the guy. I'm sorry. So yeah, that's my number two. Even if he probably should be number one, but this number one for me is personal. For me, it's personal.
okay, gotcha. Yeah. So listen, Dan
Yeah.
Moore at Kai's number two. Number two for me. Oh, I get real quick. Someone's asking in the chat, where would you rank um Ultimate Spider-Man? Yeah, where would you rank Ultimate Spider-Man? Because he's seen a lot of people with the same sentiment, maybe saying that it's fallen off. So, where would you rank it? I guess as far as
As far as ultimate titles,
yeah, I think so.
or
Yeah.
let's see, let's take out bias. Let's take out bias. If we take out bias, I still have it number one, but here is why.
Gotcha.
When we talk about 2025, people only focus on what Ultimate Spider-Man has been putting out in the last maybe like 3 months. But when you think about early 2025 and what issues we
It
got from Ultimate
was.
Spider-Man, it
Yeah.
was ridiculous. And it was the talk of the comic community. Like when
Yeah.
issue 14 dropped for the Craven arc,
Right.
and we all talked about that. Then we got issue 16. That was the Mysterio issue where we found out the crazy
Right.
lore drop about Gwen Stacy being ahead of one, yeah, I guess like one of the head of Mysterios, like their
Right.
group. Like there was a lot of high highs for Ultimate Spider-Man. So I know like
Yeah.
later on in the year, it maybe took a dip. I get it. But early 20, like from early to middle 2025, Ultimate Spider-Man gave us a lot of peak that people are overlooking at. It was a lot of amazing issues. Issues that I
And you
consider
got to
to be
take
like
that
one of
into
the best of the
account.
year. Yeah,
Yeah.
and you got to take it in. So I'm gonna say number one, but I'm not mad if you pick the Ultimates because the Ultimates recently has been better than Ultimate Spider-Man. So that I will say. That I will say.
Okay. There you go. Cactus Jacks. Hopefully that helps you out, man. So even with Kai's taking out the bias, you know what I mean? I love that.
Yeah, take out the
That's how you do
bias.
it. That's how you got to do it, guys. Hopefully you guys watch Kai and you take that to heart. You got to take out your bias when you start comparing some of these sometimes, right? Um,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
yeah, dude. Okay. Number two for me, Kai went Dan Moore, of course. I'm gonna go Javier Rodriguez. Another one that
Mm,
the quantity is like not there, right? But just the
right.
quality
But
is
the
just
quality,
some mind blowing stuff, man. Just
it's mind blowing
we
stuff.
said it. I mean, we sound like broken records every time we talk about Javier Rodriguez, but just showing all this kind of stuff that just like you're showing emotions and memories and people's feelings, and it's just like you're expressing that through art in a way I've never seen before. And your
Yeah.
whole process, like where you're drafting stuff out, but you're still thinking about how the colors are gonna be on the end page, like what the hell, man? Like what the hell? You read it, it's like an acid trip. Of course, we're talking about Absolute Martian Manhunter. another artist that if you were on, like if he had like a one shot or something that was just in addition to the absolute March Manhunter, like this would be a crazy year for Javier Rodriguez. But with
Crazy.
the
Yeah.
limited number of issues we're working with, I mean, some of the best of the year. I always think about his stuff if I think about 2025. It's just how incredible Absolute Martian Manhunter was. So yeah, got to give my number two pick, man.
Yeah. It's a great number two. But since Cody had Javier at number two, my number one is Javier Rodriguez. Once again,
Nice.
the quantity may not be there, but when it comes to Javier Rodriguez art, I look at his art and I'm just like, this shouldn't be humanly possible, but it is.
Crazy.
And
Yep.
in a way, and in a way, I also feel that way about Dan Moore. I think we talk about panels that Dan Moore gave us this year. There was some insane panels that Dan Moore gave us this year. I think it was one of the panels I think was in Superman. It was that panel where they showed Darkseid, then Absolute Superman, then like the Omega sign, and it was like fire in the back.
Oh
It was
yeah.
something. It was so crazy, but like yeah, like I get it. I think Dan Moore is also one of those artists where you're like, yo, this shouldn't even like low key be possible. And Dan Moore's art is like it's not as flashy, I think, as Javier Rodriguez. Like, I think Dan Moore's style is he's a good blend of old school and new school. Like I think his art style is kind of like pretty simple, but he just the way he does it, it's kind of unlike anything you see, and it's so like unique
Right.
and like refreshing. Where Javier Rodriguez, though, I look at that and I'm just like, this, I shouldn't even be looking at something like this. That's how I felt
It's like
about his art.
otherworldly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's truly underworldly. Like when I read Absolute Martian Manhunter, I'm just like, this can't be real life. Like
Yeah.
this just can't be. Like it's wild. It's kind of like in the same vein of watching like an Avatar movie with the blue people. Like the visuals are insane.
Mm.
And you also feel like this shouldn't be possible either. Like but yeah, that's how I felt about Javier Rodriguez, and that's why I gave him the number one. But Dan Moore at number one, I'm pretty sure is gonna be for Cody, which I can't even like argue with that because, like I said, his
Actually,
quantity matches up with his. Oh wait, is it a surprise?
it might be a
Is Dan Moore
surprise,
not on
dude.
this list? Dan Moore's not on
No,
this
yeah.
list.
So that's what we're gonna get into. Is maybe a
Oh, this
hotter
is
sort of pick.
okay.
So my number
Okay.
one, I was gonna go. I just had to go Hayden Sherman. Had to go Hayden Sherman
Oh,
because for me, because
interesting.
you got the absolute Wonder Woman, you got the short story in the Batman Deadpool. I thought that was great too with Hayden Sherman. You
True.
like I
True.
just read whatever like the DC fight the Lex Luthor Demon one was also Hayden Sherman. Batman
Yeah.
Dark Patterns I'm
Yeah.
holding up that was Hayden Sherman. I spoke about it in our
True.
top 10 indies of the year into the unbeing with Hayden Sherman. So like for me,
He
dude,
did
with
have a
the
big year.
quality and the quantity, it's like what we've talked about with
Yeah.
both like all of these lists, the quantity and the quality being so high. Hayden Sherman, I just could not, Hayden Sherman had to be the number one, and Hayden Sherman's set up to have like another banger year next year too. So Hayden Sherman had to be my number one. But it's a good point, Kai,
Mm,
because my short list, I had Jorge Jimenez, Dan Mora,
mm,
and then I had Juan Ferreira. Those are my three
mm.
that I was like, do they get in the 10? I mean, maybe you could take out Dave Chisholm and swap in Dan Mora, right? But like,
Right.
because you're right, Dan Mora. I mean, it had some arcs on Justice League Unlimited. He's doing a bunch of the event stuff. He's taking over Transformers. All the covers, like you said,
Yeah.
and he's doing Dan Moore's doing the art for DC Night Fight.
Knife fight. Yeah.
So yeah, Dan
He's
Moore had
he's
a
all
great
over,
year
man.
all over, and more so than
Yeah.
Jorge Jimenez, who had an excellent year, just focused like kind of in the small corner. It's like excellent stuff, but Dan Moore is all that and more. And then
Yeah.
obviously Juan Ferrara. If I don't even know, it feels bad not having Juan Ferrara. But like you were saying, if this was a top 10 list, Juan's easily in there. But top
Yeah.
five,
Easily.
it's tough. Top five, you know.
It is.
But I
It
love
is
that Juan
tough.
Ferrara pick because that Ninja Turtle stuff was like so exciting to read month to month. Um, but yeah, dude. With that being said, so just to recap, Kai's top five artists of the year, he went Casper Wingard. Oh wait,
Yeah.
yeah, Casper Wingard,
Hmm.
Jorge Jimenez, Juan Ferrara, Dan Mora, and then capping it off with Javier Rodriguez. I
Yeah.
went Dave Chisholm, Casper Wingard, Acuna, and then
Hmm.
I went Javier Rodriguez, and then I capped it off with Hayden Sherman, of course. So yeah, excellent art this year, man. I mean, just excellent
Yeah.
art, excellent
Excellent
writing.
artists. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's a lot,
Um,
man.
someone saying Derek Seaborn, I just ordered Absolute Martian Manhunter because of you guys. So listen, nice. Hopefully you enjoy reading that, and hopefully you I don't know. Hopefully your mind doesn't like burst into flames after you after you put that one down, dude. Because jeez
For
Louise.
real, man. The art is genuinely like insane. It doesn't even make sense. Honestly,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Uh, we got some Hayden Shermans doing the prayer hands. We've got Blurdy in the chat saying Dan Mora on World's Finest is crazy. Yeah, Dan Mora doing some world like yeah, Dan Mora would
Yeah,
just yeah, I'm gonna do a 5 issue arc on Superman real quick. It's like, where do you have the time for that, bro? Like, what are you doing, Dan? Like, I don't even
I
know.
really don't know
Crazy.
how he does it. I really don't
Yeah.
know. It's concerning, but it's also
It is
like
concerning, bro. Yeah, it's like,
it's
are you
concerning.
okay, bro? Like, are you being held hostage at DC
It's,
headquarters or some shit? Like,
there's got to be something because I
crazy.
don't know how he's able to do this. This is like wild, bro. Like I don't recall any artist doing this with this output. Like the output is
It's
really
crazy.
wild. I don't
Yeah.
understand.
Like, because
I
when you
wish I
like,
could.
if it was just interiors, like it's still insane. But then you add the variant covers, and it's like, dude, what is dude doing? Like,
And it's for other companies. That's what wows me the
yeah,
most. How are you doing stuff with Image and Boom
yeah,
here and there? Like,
DC is
bro,
like,
what are
okay,
we?
to keep you, like, we got to make you happy. So Dan's just like, I want to work everywhere, bro. DC, you can't lock me down. Like, yeah,
Damn. Dan's, yeah, he's the
crazy.
man, bro. You got it.
Interiors for Transformers at the same time. You're doing all this stuff at DC. It's crazy, dude.
I don't
Yeah,
understand it, but he does it, man.
I probably,
He does
I
it.
probably, in retrospect, maybe I take Dave out and put Dan, but that's just so mean to Dave the Mutual, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sorry,
I
Dave.
know. I know.
Jeez, dude.
Yeah, no, no.
Oh man.
It was a tough year, man. It was a tough year.
Yep.
Tough year.
But listen, guys, that's been our series of top 10 lists. Of course, Kai and I do it every single month. But
Mm,
at the end of the year, I mean, Kai had this great idea to just do a whole series of top 10 lists. So I think it worked out real great. Hopefully, you guys were enjoying them. The
yeah.
top 10, just to review, we did top 10 single or top 10 number ones of the year, top 10 comic
Yep.
book series of the year, and then we just did the indies, of course. So hopefully, you guys
Yeah.
have a long list of comic book recommendations to get you started into the next year. And Kai, of course,
Absolutely.
I want to give you the platform, dude. Where can people find you? You can find his links down below, but of course, Kai, where can people find you, dude?
Yeah, yeah. You can find his links down below. But Kai Bucks Zero here on TikTok. If you're on this live or if you're watching on YouTube, you can follow me there at TikTok. You got my Instagram at Kai Bucks 6, where I'm also pretty active on there as well. And then my letterbox is also just Kai Bucks, capital KHI, capital BUCKS. Where I'm very vocal on Letterbox, where I talk about my movies. Like I said, I have lists. I got watch lists and all that stuff. I'm pretty well, really avid on Letterboxd. I'm pretty much on there like every day. But yeah, that's where you can find me, man. That's where you can find me.
And yeah, listen, guys, I say it all the time. Kai's the tastemaker. He just posted, for example, his top 20 movies of 2025. I watched it right
Yeah,
before we started recording, and I even myself got some recommendations to put on the watch list. So yeah, dude. So thanks for Kai
great.
for joining me on his day off. Of course, he's been off all week, just hanging out talking comics with me. And yeah, thank you guys for watching the YouTube. I'll click stop recording now. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it.
Yes,
And
sir.
okay, cool. So YouTube's all set. We're still streaming. Maybe we can clear out some of these comments, and then I'll let you go, Kai.
Word,
Really
word.
appreciate you coming out, man. This has been a lot of fun.
Of course.
Oh, so backing up when you were talking about Ultimate Spider-Man, Tommy B saying you're
Mhm.
dropping facts. So there you go.
I'm saying.
Um, uh,
I'm
yeah,
saying.
it's Paul Dev says that it sucks that Jonathan Hickman isn't getting the chance to do more with it. Yeah, I can see that. Like just the
Mm,
fact that it's ending, and
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
exactly.
That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree with that.
Uh, Opinions on Absolute Flash. I know I'm pretty high on it nowadays, but I totally get if people have dropped Absolute Flash at this point. I totally get it.
Yeah, I for those who don't know, yeah, I did the first arc in singles and haven't picked it up since. I mean, I've heard some things about the second arc that's going on. I've heard people liking it, maybe even more than first
I
arc.
think so. I think
But
maybe better.
we'll
He's
we'll
teaming
we'll
up
see.
with the
We'll see when the
Rogues.
trade come on.
I don't know if you've seen
Okay.
like he's teaming up with the Rogues to go save his dad. So it's like him and Gorilla Grodd. It's just like a total flip on like the flat. Like he's teaming up with the Rogues. Like oh shit, like that's kind of crazy from Jeff. So I've liked
That
it a lot recently, but
that makes sense because I remember even in the first arc where him and Gorilla Grodd were like pretty much teaming up. So that
right.
makes sense because their dynamic was actually like something interesting that I was like,
That
okay,
might be
this
my
is
favorite
like
part of the. That might be my favorite part. Like it's still going pretty
very
strong in the series. So yeah,
that's great. Then yeah, because yeah, their dynamic was something I love. I think that was the best thing about it actually. Okay,
yeah.
being honest. So
Last question here, dude. Before I let Kai go again, thank you to everybody for coming out to the live. Really appreciate it. Cactus Jack says, Kai, you ever gonna do YouTube? So I guess the people want to know, Kai. I think it's a good
people want to
idea,
know.
dude. Honestly, Kai,
I
even
think
if you're
so too.
posting, you're like literally straight up like your videos you post on TikTok. Like if you just post the exact same thing on YouTube, like I think it would do a lot better than you think it would.
Mm. Nah, yeah, I might. I mean, to be fair, I do think longer form might just be my thing. It's hard trying to stick to the what like videos that's like what under 2 minutes long or
That's
whatever.
what they
Like it
say. They
it
do
it,
well. Like
it
they got it.
it'd be
Yeah.
tough because that's the TikTok algorithm. Like those videos do very well. Long videos they do well, but I think it just depends on if you're on your following. Like if your following is pretty big, then yeah, I think your audience wouldn't really care. But since I'm still kind of like small creator, it's like those long videos aren't gonna fly as much. So I'm definitely thinking about it. I mean, I kind of already have like a page for YouTube set up. I have it. I just got to post stuff on there. So it's definitely something to think about. It's definitely something to think about, and I
Okay.
think I might be considering
Cool.
it.
All right, man. Yeah, yeah. So listen, guys, Cactus Jack, you heard it here first, man. Kai might be doing the YouTube. Look forward to it, possibly in 2026.
Possibly.
Um,
I mean, new year,
New
fresh start.
year, right? New year, new goals.
Yeah,
Something to build up. I
yeah.
don't know.
All right.
But yeah, dude. So yeah, with that being said, shout out to Kai again for joining me on these top 10 lists. I have so much fun making them. Shout out again to everybody for stopping on live, especially like I don't do a lot of live, so Kai's been really the the guy that I look to for kind of running the live and keeping everything on track and stuff like that. So um, Kai goes live all the time, so make sure you guys follow him. And yeah, dude, Kai. With that being said, man, I'll get out of your hair and enjoy the rest of your New Year's Day, man.
I will, man. You too.
Sweet. I'll see you guys, man.
All right.
Thanks for coming out. Appreciate it.
Yep. Peace out.
Nice, dude. Shout out to Kai, of course. Listen, guys. We love doing the top 10 list. Kai was saying that we might be doing a top 10 list for the top 10 like single issues that came out in December. We might. I gotta text them because I'll be honest with you guys. You guys on the YouTube, you get the candid thoughts. I'm like getting a little burnt out editing all of these top 10 lists. So I might tell Kai like, we've done so many. Maybe we won't do a top 10 single issues of December. And plus two, because we're gonna be like, the next 3 days or so. Like we're getting far away from December anyways. Like it's gonna be a week ish late at that point. So I don't know. We might not do a top 10 single issues of December, but again, shout out to everybody for joining. Hopefully, you guys got some great comic book recommendations. We for sure are going to be doing more lists like these into the new year. Yeah, kind of have a lot of cool ideas. Definitely like a top 10 list of stuff that came out in January we'll be getting to. So yeah, shout out to everybody in chat. Tommy B, Cactus Jack, Derek Seaborn. Of course, you got Paul Dev, just everybody in the chat, man. Really appreciate you guys' questions and keeping things moving here on the live stream. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and